All my 925ers stand up. We need a big round of applause for the winner of the Sticks and
I thought
Stones
you were falling
giveaway.
asleep.
Oh no, I'm just like I'm focused in right now because we got our winner, and I'm excited to announce it right now with you, TBH Felisha, my co-host. Give it up for the winner of the I Got 5 on a Collection.
P Swervin 18.
Let's go. Shout out P Swervin. Thank you for entering the contest. And big shout out Sticks and Stones Skin. We will be getting in contact with them and yourself. If you haven't heard from us already, to send you that I Got 5 on it
Collection.
That's what I'm talking about. And there's more where that came from. I heard that they might want to do some more giveaways. So if you guys are interested,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And as always, go and check them out. HellaGoodSkincare.com for all your skincare products. Man, they got some really great things going on over there.
And we have a promo code, Hella925, as always, HELA925.
There's 2 L's in it.
Oh.
Like, listen, guys, I'm loyal to you guys. Like, I would never steer you in the wrong direction.
H925.
And yeah, that's 15% off over there on their website, HellaGoodSkincare.com. Go and check them out. Also on Instagram at SticksStonesSkin. And yeah, good to see you guys. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, or I hope you're doing well whenever this podcast finds you. Let's just jump in it.
I'll jump in it.
Excuse me?
I'll jump in it.
You gonna jump in the pool, or where are you going? Enjoy the episode.
Yay!
Just kidding.
Oh, she nasty. 925 mother freaking podcast, back at it again. Another episode. Hey, big shout out Sticks and Stones, by the way, continuing to hold us down here. Very, very fun episode ahead of us. I mean, this is gonna be my first time I really let y'all do your thing, because y'all are already gonna do a podcast like on your own. F that D. You might have to dive into that. Special guest with us, Destiny Rogers, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely.
I was saying how crazy it is because in the beginning I was like, Destiny's probably gonna be our first guest, and now look at us.
I'm like what,
9.
number 7?
Yeah.
9 episodes in. Yeah, I think.
Am I the 9th guest?
9th, yeah, or
Oh.
8th.
Okay.
8th. Okay.
Oh yeah,
But
because we did one alone.
Felisha definitely has been talking about you since we started this podcast.
I know,
a long
she
time
has.
ago. She's like,
Because we've been
we can have
awaiting a
Destiny.
story.
What, a story to tell?
Yeah, how we met.
Talking about all of us, or
No,
like
just
you
me and
Destiny?
No, me and
Okay.
Felish.
Man,
I-
this is the one we're gonna dive into.
Yeah.
You're gonna kick it off
This
here.
is a good. This
Yeah.
is a good beginning to start.
Let me
I
just.
hope I've never
we-
slightly mentioned
guys,
it to you.
We took a shot off Cam. I didn't get my whole shot. I got a problem. I don't know if I have like a little mouth. I pour the shot back in there and try to get, and then it just doesn't all happen. So here's my last little bit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so he says that, but then also
Whiskey.
when we go to the ceviche spot, everyone finishes their shots, and then there's him with just half of it.
Maybe
So
three
are you
quarters
the type
sometimes.
of person to just take a sip and then take another sip later? Like you don't finish your whole shot.
Man, I tried to, but I think I'm scarred because there was a moment. I'm at a bar, Lock and Key. Have you ever been to Lock and Key? No, you never been there?
I've been to Lock and Key too many damn times.
It's a good time over there, right?
It's fire. It's fire. I was there every Thursday night. Going
Oh yeah, okay.
dumb.
So we're there on a Thursday night, okay,
Right.
and we're hanging out at the bar, and this group comes over and they're like, "Hey, we got too many shots. We got a couple extra. Do you guys want some?" We're like, "All right, cool. Yeah, it's me and my friend Aaron," and we all cheers together. I take the warm shot of Hennessy. Immediately, I coughed it all up in the middle. Like we're in a circle cheersing, and I coughed the whole shot up in front of everybody, and everybody's acting like they didn't see it. Then I know they saw it, and it was embarrassing. And so, I think from that moment, I've just been really careful taking shots, and so a lot of the times I don't get the full
Yeah,
thing.
I've
Yeah.
never had that experience. Like I've never
Choked.
choked on a shot. Like I'm always just like, bitch, give me the shot. I just do that shit.
Maybe I'm a freaking weenie. You know? I
Yeah.
just gotta like toughen
My
up.
my
little
sister don't
weenie.
be on the same shit. Like I hate when motherfuckers like take a little sip and then I look and I'm like, bitch, finish your shot.
I'll fit that. That's what
My
I
sister
did. I
does
took
that.
the risk. I took the risk.
I know you did, but you split it up.
I know.
You can't be splitting it up.
I got to figure it out because I think there's a way that you can just throw it straight back, and I
You
just
know how
I
to
don't
throw
got
it
it.
back?
I don't know how to throw it
Yeah.
back.
You're not
You
a
know how to
throwback.
throw it back. Hey.
About. Okay, so
How you guys met?
How we met.
Okay,
This
how
is
we
the-
met.
This is the reason why this podcast is even a thing, is so that we could have Destiny here.
Exactly. And like also a known fact that you guys should know is that like me and Felisha have held off telling Miles a story because we're like, bro, we got to save it for the podcast. Save it for the podcast.
Damn.
So like Miles, like we've been holding this from him for like 5 months, I think. Like right when you guys
I hope though that
It's a
I've
good
never
reaction?
I never slightly mentioned it to him.
I'm sure you have.
I know. I tell him a lot. And so I hope that I didn't slightly mention it, but I don't think so. Because when we brought it up when we did the Vomax shoot,
Mhm.
he didn't know what we were talking about.
got it.
And plus,
Okay.
he's
See.
a little
Okay.
brain, maybe.
Okay,
Well-
shoot, damn. I'm,
Well,
I'm
okay, so
excited.
let's
I'm
stop
excited.
stalling.
It
Let's
feels like
let's just
Okay,
go.
okay.
we got a
Shit.
present.
So, me and Destiny.
If you want me to
I'm
pipe
gonna-
in, I can. I'll let you lead the
Yeah.
This
lead the
one,
ship
this
here.
one, I'll lead the way, and then you could chime in.
Cool.
But from my side,
ad libs.
Also, just the intro sounded a little crazy. F that D was something that they were gonna call.
No,
it.
I'm-
Okay, we're gonna get to that later.
I'm
Okay,
putting
yeah, just so you
I'm
know.
putting that in the
I
beginning.
wasn't getting freaky on here just to kick it off. Right? There's meaning to that.
Okay,
All right.
so me and Destiny live in a small town. We're lived in a small town.
Lodi, California. If you want to
Stockton.
look it up.
Yeah, but what'd you
You
say?
said Stockton. Shut the fuck up.
Stockton, like, yeah, same thing.
Okay, so just
Grew up on a farm. Was milking cows.
You
we
crazy.
did
at an
it. We
early
literally
age.
grew up in the suburbs.
Yeah.
But
Suburban
anyway,
town.
Sure. So, basically, I had this friend named Rosebud, and it seems like we make this up because I've
Hold on. Your friend's name was Rosebud?
Rosebud.
Rosebud.
On her birth certificate?
Yes.
Rosebud.
Yes,
Rosebud.
I think her mom was a little.
Her
Hold up.
mom's
If she
what?
sees this,
Rosebud, you know your mom
Just
a little.
like-
Rosebud. I didn't
Her
know.
mom
I
probably
didn't.
did drugs.
I
Her
didn't
mom
know.
was a-
I didn't know your mom, but your name is beautiful.
Okay. Her mom was a little creative, is what
Yeah.
you're saying?
She's creative.
She's
Definitely.
creative,
She
yeah.
just,
She's
like,
creative.
used some substances that made her really creative and like came up with Rosebud.
I like that.
The-
Yeah. Okay, Rosebud.
Definitely one of a
Anyway.
kind.
Anyway, so Rosebud, me and her were really close friends at this time, and I'm talking to her, and I was telling her like, there's this boy I've been kicking, right? You
Yeah,
remember
on Kick. Y'all remember the app Kick?
Damn.
You remember Kick?
I remember it, but I never. I think I was past that a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
you
like
were a
you
little-
knew
might
of
be a
it
little
though.
Too old.
You knew of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Nah, Kick was the shit. That's
Yeah.
how you talk to all the hoes on Kick.
That's what it was.
All the bitches on Kick.
Okay, so I had a
love it.
kick, and there was this boy, and I was in complete.
We can say names too. I'm not afraid. I'll say the fucking name. I don't care.
His name was Taylor.
Taylor.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Taylor.
his
if
name
you're
was
watching
Taylor. All
this,
right. Yeah.
And so
Hold on. Note to self though. I was also friends with Rosebud separately. I didn't know
Yeah.
Felisha like
Yeah.
yet. So
Yeah.
Rosebud and I are friends. Rosebud and her were like best friends. Like
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And so I was telling Rosebud, and I wasn't completely sold on this man's appearance. Okay, like he wasn't. For me, he wasn't that cute.
Okay.
And so I told Rosebud, and I was like, "Hey, like, do you know him? Like, he's been kicking me. He's been flirting with me. Like, he would like call me cutie, like do all this stuff. Like, he was flirting with me on Kick." And so I was like, I don't want to flirt back until like he's like a cool person. Because if he was a cool person, then I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm down."
You
Right.
just
Like
didn't
to
know his
flirt back.
personality. Yeah.
Yeah, because he wasn't that cute. And so I was like, and we could. Oh my god! Wait, is that mean? Sorry, Taylor.
no, bitch. This is like a decade ago, bitch. Like
It was my type back then.
But what are the odds of him seeing this? Do you think he listens? He's a. Like,
I'll
active
send
listener?
I'll send him the fucking link. I still follow him on Instagram. We follow each other on Instagram.
And so yeah, whatever. So then I'm telling Rosebud this, and she goes, "Bro, Taylor,
Is in a relationship.
yeah, Taylor's in a relationship with my friend Destiny." And I was like,
Oh shoot!
I was like, then why is he telling me all this stuff, right? And so I'm confused on how the timeline went, but basically somehow that night I get a call, a FaceTime call, a FaceTime
I love it.
from the girl that he's dating, and
I
it's
love
Destiny.
I'm like, who is Felicia? Give me your
Wait,
number,
wait.
Rosebud. Give me your fucking number, Rosebud.
So how did you find out?
Because
Rosebud told me.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
'cause after you said
Felisha.
something, yeah.
So this is how I had the receipts. So Felisha takes screenshots of her and Taylor's Kick messages, sends
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
Rosebud, and is like, "Oh my god, see, look what he's saying. He's flirting." So Rosebud sent me those screenshots
Yeah.
and
yeah.
was like, "This is what Taylor is saying to Felicia. Go get
Yeah.
your man
Yeah.
and go
Yeah.
get this bitch."
Damn.
And I was like, "Damn, what's her number?"
Yeah.
I'm like, don't give me her cake, give me her number. I FaceTime her. I don't even give her like a heads up, like, yo, this is Destiny. I'm Taylor's girlfriend.
Can I ask you a question? And then you're just like, I'm getting straight into it.
Yeah.
Get her on
Yeah.
FaceTime right now. Yeah.
We probably FaceTime for like 3 hours.
Yeah, like we were on FaceTime all night.
This isn't FaceTime. When you paused, it was still you. Like,
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm talking about? But I was shook. But I knew like it was never a vibe of like she was like mad at me. She just wanted to know.
I was just curious. Like, obviously in my head, it makes me upset that I'm mainly like my anger and my madness was towards him.
Yeah.
Felicia didn't know any better.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just see like
And I
what
didn't
the
even
fuck was
flirt with him
happening.
yet.
Exactly. So I was like, let me just see what's up. So then I called her and she answered, and then I was like, yo, it's Des. Like,
What's the deal?
what's going on?
What's
Yeah.
crazy is like, do you remember like certain like instances that you were in? Like, I don't know how to explain this, but like you remember like 5 years ago, and you just remember like 3 seconds of like an instant that happened, but you know exactly like what you were doing.
And the feeling.
Is for some reason I had like this futon bed, and I don't know, maybe I was playing a video game or something. I had a beanbag on my futon
green
bed, and I
beanbag.
was like my green beanbag.
Exactly. Yeah, green
And I
beanbag.
had it on my bed, and I was on it as she, because like, why would I have a beanbag on my bed? Like, it didn't make any sense. But anyway, I was on that, and she FaceTimed me, and I remember being on that beanbag, being like, holy
Shaking.
shit.
You were shook?
Like,
were you
yeah.
scared?
I don't think I was scared because she can't, because I think Rosebud prefaced like, you're really nice, and then I was
Yeah.
like, okay, like it's not gonna be like a thing, and I didn't do anything. I didn't flirt
Yeah.
with him anything.
See, that's a cool way to look at it, though, because I think in a lot of situations, they're not looking at like a girl's gonna get mad when she finds out her boyfriend is cheating and go straight to the girl. A lot
Yeah.
of times and be pissed like at her and try to like fight her or whatever. But like, I mean, who knows if they even know that they're in a relationship?
Yeah.
They might
Yeah.
not, but like some people do. But
Yeah.
like her and Joe Jonas, like I don't know,
Well-
that's so crazy.
Joe Jonas, I'm dead.
But yeah, we ended up talking for like 3 hours, and then
We hung
be-
out like a couple days later.
Yeah, and then we just became best friends after that. And we hung out. After that, it was like me and you were like stuck.
Yeah, like
we'd hang out all
stuck.
the time.
Like, obviously we were young, we weren't driving or anything. So like I'd be like, oh, can I take my friend Felisha to youth group? So I
Yeah.
would take her to church with me. I take her to like
literally
just to
everywhere.
go out to eat. Like, I don't know.
Like we would go with like her friends in her neighborhood, because I don't think at that time I like had neighborhood friends.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, we just hang out all the time. She ended up dating the boy probably 6 more times.
Are you talking about Taylor? Yeah, me and Taylor dated like 11 times, like
There-
off and on my whole life, low
and
key.
he was rude to Rosebud. Do you remember that instance at youth group?
Yeah, can I say it? I'm gonna say it. I'll say this story. So we were at a youth group. Taylor and Rosebud.
It was
All
like
right.
it was like an all nighter.
It was
Rosebud.
It was an all nighter, like church night. Like it
like
was
we
like
went to church, and we stayed until like 6 a.m. the next
6
day
or 7 in the
Yeah.
morning the next
yeah,
day,
and then our parents picked us up.
and we stayed up all night with activities, shit
Yeah.
like that.
Man, that's a serious Bible study.
It wasn't all Bible study. Like we started off the night with a service
Are you
and
gonna
prayer.
tell them?
Yeah.
Nope. Not telling them that. No, I know exactly what you want to say.
Okay.
Anyways, anyways, Rosebud and Taylor were fighting for some reason. I'm like fucked because Rosebud's my best friend. I'm dating this boy. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
They had
And
beef
so,
for some reason.
I think Rosebud like forgot like the passcode on her phone for a second, and she goes, oh, "What's my passcode again?" And then Taylor goes, "SLUT."
he was a bitch.
He was rude. Like, and I'm like,
In God's house?
in God's house,
That's
in God's
crazy.
kingdom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy is something else.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know how he pulled that shit out of his ass, but like he pulled it out quick.
Yeah. Like it was like, oh, I forgot the password. SLUT.
And
like
we're like,
I mean, he was saying that
Yeah.
as a joke, though. Like,
as a
Yeah.
joke, but
yeah.
like
it
don't
was
call
as a-
somebody a
yeah.
slut. Like a
Yeah.
slut is like
I guess that we were so
it has a
young.
little power.
Yeah. All
don't
I
know.
remember from that night too is I had this like activity book. It was like a burn book or something. It was like something where you had to like finish each page. And there was one page was like get $1 from a random stranger. I literally went around to like
Asking
the
so many people.
pastors and the freaking helpers and like all this stuff and being like, do you have $1?
damn, that's love.
Oh my god.
Would you guys be mad at me if I fix the light real quick? Like,
No.
while you guys are
Yeah.
still talking? Like,
Yeah,
keep
no.
going.
No,
Let me
I
just,
think
let
you
me
should
flick
do
this.
it.
And then
That night was-
can you flip this so I can see myself? Yeah, thanks. Because I'm like
See-
dying over here.
She's like, I don't know.
I want to be
look.
able to, because like I'm giving like the camera like eye contact, like I'm like looking at it.
You could
I don't
see
know.
it.
Nice, that's beautiful. Anyways, Felicia, This is our podcast now.
Yeah. So this is what we wanted from the beginning.
Yeah,
just,
really.
to have him out.
I told Miles he could clock out for the night. He's just,
And I don't know why he's like still
he's
here.
still in the
like,
building.
Yeah,
like
but
he's fixing
I
lights.
guess this is his house. Like he can stay here.
I don't know, but he put on the fresh Air Forces for this. I just got a new pair of Air Forces a couple days ago
Me
too.
too. But I got it. It's arriving. I got new Vans.
It's
in there.
arriving.
Yeah, they're getting
You guys
shipped.
have the same shoe size, right?
Yes, we
Oh
do.
my god. Okay. Yeah. Let's
That's
talk about
another
that.
story.
So, I'm not very in it with shoes. And
Destiny
Miro-
has been in it though.
Yeah. So Destiny has like a closet filled with a bunch of shoes. But this has always been like our vibe. Like, okay, so I think I was like expanding upon this earlier, but like I grew up on like Payless shoes, right? But like I thought I was so cool. Like I was like, all y'all got these Vans that you can only get one pair. Like I get 2 pairs.
Right.
For the
Okay.
price.
But they
of
weren't
one.
Vans. They were Airwalks.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They're like the generic van.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I'd get stuff like that, and then Destiny would have her old white shoes, like her
Yeah.
Vans, like so say like slip-on Vans, and they would literally have like a scuff on them, and she'd be like, "Yeah, I need new ones."
I
She
need
would
a
get
pair.
new ones. She'd get new ones, and so I was like, "I'll take your old ones." Like you know,
Damn.
I was
like,
giving her my hand-me-downs.
yeah, but like for years, like
Converse,
I would just always
Vans,
anything she had.
anything.
Still to this day, I just got a pair of Converse like 6 months ago.
So
from
you
me.
guys are pretty close then.
yeah,
Maybe a
it's-
little closer than I thought you guys are. Like you
Oh,
sound, you sound
no.
like sisters.
When we both lived in Lodi, we were together all the fucking time.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
literally
It
in
was
Lodi,
me,
like
her, and Miro,
we
yeah.
we knew a lot of people. Like we had a lot of friends. A lot of friends knew us. You know,
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of people knew us. But like when it comes down to like best friends, to where like I can actually stand you and like I'd be down to hang out with you every day. It was always Felicia.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Like it was Felicia. It was Miro. It
Yeah.
was and I feel like those were literally like my only friends.
in Lodi, yeah.
Like there's a time too where my dad got a girlfriend, and so he was always at the house. So I literally held down the house. Like I was almost living there alone. like
Mhm.
at
We
a
were
time.
like 18
Yeah,
because I worked at Starbucks. I worked
Later?
at Starbucks. Remember, I'd come over after my shifts.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And so her and Mira would come over, and we play Monopoly until like 5 a.m. Or like we were playing hide and go seek like throughout the house, and like I don't know, it was a really fun time. There, and we were just talking about how like one time we like put like a bunch of food coloring in like waffle dye,
Waffle
or
mix.
like waffle mix, and we put it all, and then we put it in this like waffle maker, and we made like rainbow.
It was like a rainbow.
waffles.
Yeah, it was on
We
Vine. We saw it
Yeah.
on Vine.
That's fire.
We made
We did.
Cinnabon like little things and put them in the waffle maker and made it.
Yeah.
And we made this. We
I mean, if that doesn't just say like family, right? there, like, I
No,
don't
it
know
was like,
what
bro, we were
does.
cooking together, bro.
Yeah,
No,
like that's
and we
different. It's a
killed it.
different level.
Every
we cooked
time.
together, but it'd be the same meal. Now we're like adventurous.
Adventurous, yeah.
Like we're like, okay, let's
we're
do
cooking
some
meats
enchiladas.
now. We're cooking raw meat. Like
Okay, yeah.
before,
yeah.
it was like bitch frozen
I'm-
microwave.
But-
the frozen pizzas.
Yeah, no. We were a little better than that. We'd make spaghetti.
Pop-Tarts?
No. We'd
Sorry.
make
Yeah,
spaghetti.
Spaghetti, garlic bread.
Spaghetti. We'd make our own garlic bread though.
Exactly.
Like
We'd
we would
put-
put garlic on it. We'd put the little herbs. We'd put the little
butter.
the cheese, the butter, whatever. Plop them in. My dad had like this little mini oven. Like they're not like it's not like an oven, but it's
Easy
not
bake
like
oven.
no, bitch.
It's like a
It was
little
like
one.
the conventional
co-
oven
yeah, yeah.
no toaster ovens.
Yeah, there you
Toaster
go.
ovens. We'd put it in there,
Mhm.
and that was our meal, and it was great.
I respect that. Somebody owes me an enchilada. Somebody stole my enchilada last time you guys
Oh,
made
yeah.
them,
Oh
right?
my
Who was that?
God,
It was
guys.
Kat.
Okay, so
Kat.
literally,
Hey,
yeah,
Kat.
literally, like me and Felicia, like we still be cooking every now and then, but we're just busy gals now. We're grown, we're adults. Sometimes we don't have time to cook anymore. But when we do cook, we
Get
like
lit.
recently we cooked like enchiladas and like taco salad and like beef tacos and shit like that. But now we take shots like while we cook because it's like so much more fun. Like we
And
take
she'd be going
shots
on
now.
Instagram live, and I'd be drunk. And we sent a picture to my mom, and
Hey, you
we
know
look
what?
blasted.
What?
I think I'm gonna blame quarantine on all the alcohol that
Yeah,
we consume now.
yeah.
Really?
I think
I-
so. Well,
Did it not start there for you?
No.
You didn't pick it up. The habits didn't speed up a little bit more through there.
Mm-mm.
You're sober.
Yeah.
Okay.
really? When did
Okay.
it start?
Like the
When you
first
just started going out?
when I started, yeah, like when like the world started opening back up, like 2021. I didn't go to my first club till May 2021. and
That's
it was
great.
Vegas, and I had a
Gotcha,
little
yeah.
pop-up performance there.
Man.
Oh,
So that was
I remember
my
that.
that was my first time being out, and so ever
Yeah.
since then I was like, bro, outside is fucking fun.
Man, are you at any point on this podcast gonna introduce what Destiny does? Like for anybody that
Oh, I
doesn't know.
forgot.
Like,
Oh,
are you
okay.
gonna-
Are we just like
like,
assuming
come on,
like,
this is your homie right
you
here.
can you
gotta,
can
like,
you can introduce
hype her
me?
up.
Yeah, you can introduce me.
So this is Destiny Rogers.
Oh,
She
shit.
she's a musician. She sings, does all that. Great at it. But the
Thank
thing is,
you.
what's crazy is like we've been new. Like growing up, even it was like something's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
Like, and I think for us too, it was like talking about me and Mira. It was crazy because like at first it wasn't. Like it wasn't really like.
Talking about when she first started making music.
Yeah, it was for me. It was a crazy thing because it was like, bro, she's better than like 90% of the people I see big now.
Mm.
And then it was like you were just making YouTube covers, and I was like, dang, like. And then when all the LA stuff happened, and I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
So this is it, huh?
Like
Yeah.
Felisha literally like has been there literally since the fucking beginning. Like
Yeah.
she's
Since you
seen
started making music.
my hustle when it was coming to like performing in church. She'd come still. Open mics, she'd come to those.
Bro, the open mics in Woodbridge.
In Woodbridge,
were
I'm singing in front of like
crazy.
60-year-old white men.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
Love
mean?
it.
I'm like, I'm singing Stitches by Shawn Mendes in front of these white men. Like,
Banger.
these oldies. Like, I'm like, these motherfuckers don't even know the songs I'm singing.
They
But-
were into it too, huh?
Yeah, they like every time I went up, everybody stopped and eyes were attached. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
At one point, I'm pretty sure it was like a thing. Like I remember my mom being like, "Hey, I want to pop in like one time."
Yeah, like it was every
it was, like, a
Wednesday
thing.
nights.
Yeah.
In Woodbridge at Woodbridge Crossing.
Okay.
But
It
no,
was
yeah,
lit.
like Felicia's been a part of like every step of the journey.
Now, how did that even start for you? I mean, obviously, like I would assume that any singer starts out just like singing around the house and notices like, hey, like I'm kind of carrying a tune here.
Right.
I'm pretty good. When was there a moment that you really felt like, damn, like I think I sound good?
Yeah.
Like, can you remember what that moment was, or was it a song that you would sing where you were like, you know what, I think I could sing this song?
Yeah, you really want to know what the song was?
I do. I do.
It was Jesus Take the Wheel.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, obviously I've been talking about church a lot, but church obviously was a huge part of my life growing up with like two, you know, religious parents and being a Christian and being a part of church. My dad was a worship leader and my mom sang in the choir. My mom was tapped into like the prayer meetings and all that shit. So like I was like I was in church like every day almost.
Yeah.
And I was born in a musical household. My parents never forced music on me. I literally naturally gravitated towards instruments, guitar in specific. And I loved guitar and drums like for some reason.
Yeah.
So I was playing instruments first.
Gotcha.
I didn't have a voice. I didn't start singing until I was like 10 years old when Justin Bieber started becoming famous. Cause I would watch Justin Bieber videos and I was like, well, I want to be like him. Let me try to be like him. Like, let me copy him. And then that's how I learned how to play guitar. I self-taught myself by watching his YouTube videos of his fingers. And I'm like, okay, this looks about right. This sounds about right.
Damn, yeah, that's crazy.
So I learned guitar from that. And then I was like, let me see if I can try and sing. And so I would try and sing. And it's actually funny. I'm going to throw this out there. But when I was born, my parents didn't want to know the gender of me, like my gender, until I was born.
Okay, yeah.
And my mom told my parents were like, okay, if we have a girl, her name's going to be Destiny. If we have a boy, his name's going to be Logan. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I would have been named Logan. How dumb.
All the low gangsters.
Logan is just not it. Destiny is it though. So when I was born, my dad saw me first and my dad goes, oh, Grace. Grace is my mom's name. Oh, Grace, we have our destiny.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We have our destiny. And I come out crying. Like babies come out crying, but then they stop. But I was crying. And then the doctor told my mom, oh, Mom, looks like you got a singer on your hands.
Really?
Just manifested it. Like
yeah.
as soon as I was born, just manifested it. And then now like God paved the way to where I can actually like be a singer and all that. But like to answer your question in the beginning, now I'm like rambling off, but like
Now go.
yeah, like I was like 10, like when I like was able to like be like, okay, I think I sound good.
Yeah. And it was like doing some worship songs.
It was just
Like-
it was just Christian music and like High School Musical, Jonas Brothers, Hannah Montana, like Demi Lovato, those, you know, influences than Disney Channel.
Especially seeing somebody like Justin Bieber blow up, you know, on YouTube and everything. It I think at that time, I mean, myself included, felt very inspired and very like, hey, this is possible for anybody, you know, that's you know, willing to put in that work for it.
Absolutely.
But there was what was that video? It was like you were singing a cover and somebody came in and scared you.
Oh yeah, it's my sister.
She came in and scared you.
That
What song were you singing?
I was singing "Baby" by Justin Bieber on ukulele. Yeah, I was singing.
It's still on YouTube, right?
It's on YouTube. Yeah, I kept all of my baby, like my old young videos of me, like. It's still up on YouTube. Like,
okay.
I'm never taking it down.
After this podcast, or pause it right now, go watch Destiny Rogers' baby cover and see her get scared.
Yeah, like literally, it's titled "Me Getting Scared While Filming a Cover." Like it's literally like titled that.
That's fire.
Yeah, my sister just walked in the bathroom and scared me, and I got just really scared.
I love
that's
that
crazy.
video.
Talking
about videos. Me and Destiny, or I thought I could be a YouTuber. I was filming vlogs, but okay.
Yeah, you were. Huh?
I'm gonna be honest though, they were funny,
heavy.
Yeah,
like she was heavy locked in on being a vlogger.
Hey, she had the personality too. Like
personality, like
she was good in front of the camera.
We were so funny.
No, all of us. Like everyone I filmed with was so funny, and like it was mainly like you and Miro, and like we'd be doing nothing. And it'd be so funny. Like we went to like San Francisco one day, and we're just thinking like it's a normal like day. Let's just go to San Francisco.
Normal day in the Bay.
We go, and literally from here to here, like a car ways, it probably took us an hour.
Yeah.
And we were like, what is going on? And it was a women's march.
And so we
just joined the women's march and started marching with them. And it was just crazy. Like, I don't know, like stuff like that always happens, or like, I don't know. It was just so funny. I remember one vlog too. Like we were filming, and so say you're at Pier 39, and where did we park?
We parked far.
We parked far from Pier 39, and so we're going down like all the piers, right?
Okay.
Just walking down everything.
That's a cruise. That's
definitely
a cruise.
And our parking was only till a certain time, and we were tired too. And all I remember is like us being like, "Dang, like we need to find something or somehow to get us there." And was Uber popping, or like why didn't we?
I don't
or
even
maybe
think
we
Uber
couldn't.
Was even a thing then.
Yeah,
this was
or
like 2017.
Yeah,
2016.
I don't know, but like there was, you know, those like trolley things, and you could like go in the
like
back.
The guy,
and they, they bike.
They're on a bike, and then there's like a little
carriage.
Carriage in the back.
And so we're going, and
we had $10 by the way, broke as fuck.
Yeah,
$10, 5 and 5. I swear to God.
Yeah,
I love that.
And so we're going, and we're like, dang, like we need to ask one of them, like how much to just take us to our car,
because they're expensive. Like
we were tired, and it was like we were on a time limit too, so we were like had to be there, and we asked them. And they're like, it's gonna be $25 or something like that. Like it was high, and we were like, like we have 10. And the guy looks at us and goes, "Let me ask." And it talks to another guy and goes, "Will you take them for 10?" And the guy's like, "Nope."
Damn.
Nope.
Damn.
I'm like, fuck.
And I think you just got your car, because I remember you wanted to like take like a really nice picture.
By the bridge,
by the Bay Bridge. It was sunset, and like there's a
what
Bay
kind of
Bridge.
car was it?
It was a Hyundai Elantra.
I love it.
Hyundai Elantra, man.
And so
it was
what?
fire
Did it get locked up or what?
No,
we ended up just like it's kind of one of those things where like you pay for it, and then if it goes past the time, it's like if you get caught in those time, like if your parking meter comes up, it's like, okay, like if it's 10 minutes past, if you get caught in that 10 minutes, I guess, but like so no one just came up and
got you. Yeah,
did it.
Yeah,
but,
car was safe.
Yeah, those vlogs were fun. We would go to like, remember when we went to Rock and Jump?
Yeah.
And see, I'm telling you, I had a Groupon. No, it was Modesto.
Okay, that one.
Went to Rock and Jump, and I remember there was a time I like got or not really pissed, but Destiny was like,
was I getting on your nerves, or was it Miro?
No, you were getting on my nerves, but like it was because there was basically like you could jump on this like trampoline, and then you jump into a ball pit, but she wanted us to flip. Because Destiny could flip into it or something. And she was like, just do it. Or maybe it was just jump. Was it just jump? No, it was a flip, I think. I don't know.
Was I getting mad because you couldn't jump?
No, you say something like, see, she's not going to do it because she's a pussy.
Oh, yeah.
And she kept saying stuff like that. And I was like, I
Yeah.
said something.
I thought
like,
you were like mad at Miro though.
maybe probably all of y'all, but
It was probably just a rough day.
but all I remember is there was like a little kid, so I couldn't do it anyway because there was a little kid.
Oh
like,
my
about to
God,
jump in.
dude.
Yeah.
There's literal footage of me filming you, and I'm literally like, bitch, just go.
Yeah.
Like, that kid's gonna move. Go. Like,
It's in the
I'm
vlog,
actually
yeah.
like being kind of aggressive a little.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want to do it. Like I was scared.
You didn't.
I didn't think I could do it.
And you didn't.
I didn't. I knew I was gonna do it.
She's still
Fucking-
mad.
And she said, "You're so busy."
She gave up.
But yeah, I remember me like doing this whole like skit thing of me being like, I just got a job in Stockton and I know how to throw hands now, like going off on you, and I still didn't do it. But yeah,
So we need to go back to that rocket jump, or at least one. There's got to be one out here.
we were talking about in the second to last podcast that they would throw like things at Rock and Jump and have it lit, like Kaylin and Miles. What did you say?
You would? You
No.
throw shows at Rock and Jump?
Never ever.
Shut
I don't know. No. Honestly, I think our very first time performing was at Rock and Jump, like me and Kaylin together. They were doing like some high school nights and they needed a DJ, and so one of my one of the workers there asked me, and I didn't know how to DJ, and so I was like, I'm gonna go get a controller. We went and set it up, send a flyer to everybody that we had on our Facebook, mine and Kaylin's, and it was packed. But it was fun though. It was a
Right.
good time. And then those were like, we would DJ like whatever music we had, and then like in the middle of it, we would just like perform, whatever songs we had. I think we had like 2 songs at the time.
Yeah,
Right.
And then yeah,
that would be
Shit.
lit though. Like imagine in high school, like going.
it's a good time.
It's also crazy too, cause I feel like you make a lot of your friends like through high school,
Yeah.
but
Mm.
I don't know why. In like XOXO to my high school friends, but like they just weren't my vibe. Like nothing I did. Like I don't know. You know when you're just friends with someone because like they're there.
They're there. You see them every day at
Yeah.
school and shit, you know?
And so I think what was cool too about like how like me and Destiny became friends, or even like me and Miro finding out that we're cousins randomly, like all this stuff happening, it's cool because like they weren't my high school friends. Or like even like Zoe. Do you remember Zoe? Oh my god. Okay, wait. Sorry, I'm just thinking a lot of things. My mind's going a lot of miles an
Let it
hour.
go. No, this is your
1,000
moment.
miles
This is
an hour.
It's it.
Me and Destiny,
Touche.
our worlds collide a lot. And I'm just thinking of more growing up is I had this friend through basketball, and like she
oh, yeah.
she was literally at one point she was my best friend. Like we would hang out all the time, like whatever. Her name was Zoe, and
Shout out Zoe.
at the same
Miss you,
yeah,
fellow
literally miss you.
ex-coworker.
She got a job at Starbucks, and Zoe also got a job at Starbucks, and they were like working together, and I was like, whoa, it's like my basketball friend, and then like my other friend,
Right.
and they started working together. And then also I found out that I was cousins with Miro, and she's also cousins with Miro. Like,
I'm
from
cousins with him
different
from
sides.
his mom's side, and then
I'm cousins.
Are
from
you
his
guys
dad's.
blood cousins though?
Me and Miro, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whoa.
See, for the longest time, she didn't think that. She thought it
I
was
didn't
like
think so. I thought it was like by marriage. I'm
No.
like, y'all ain't cousins, bitch.
I still don't think so.
my dad and his dad are cousins.
We're gonna have to see
Anyway.
some. I don't know.
I'm
papers
gonna
or
have to
something.
see the family tree.
Yeah, we need to
Get
pull
it.
that
We're
whole thing up.
definitely.
I still don't know the breakdown.
Yeah.
It's like
We don't have to talk about it.
I'm just saying we're definitely related by blood.
No, yeah, I believe
like
you
our
now.
families hang
It took
out.
me a
and
long time, but I believe you now.
Well, not our immediate families, because like our immediate families don't hang out, but like our like it was okay. It's also crazy to me because I see Miro more as like a friend, and so sometimes it's like
He's
wait, like you're my
al-
cousin also.
He's almost like your parent.
Yeah, but I see him as like a friend, and so when he was like talking about someone, I was like, wait, I know that. Because he was talking about like my cousin Rita, and I was like, wait, I have a cousin Rita, and I was like, whoa, wait, this is the first time like, because y'all's families like definitely collide more. Like it's like, oh,
We're
like,
closer.
yeah, like our grandma, like whatever,
Mhm.
but like our families don't really talk, and so
Yeah.
when I was like, wait, my cousin Rita, and I was like, and he was on the phone with her, and I was like, oh my god, like I know her, and like it was crazy. But,
Okay. I want to get back to something that we were talking about before we started this podcast. And we were talking about paranormal stuff downstairs.
Oh yeah, we were.
And you guys never had any experiences, but you guys never went looking for anything paranormal.
No, I
either,
never.
right?
Yeah, I never accepted it. I never entertained it.
we rebuke.
Yeah.
Like I truly like rebuke any spirits, anything like that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do love a good scary movie. I love scary movies. I love haunted houses.
But that's like as far as it goes.
That's as far as it goes.
Man.
Oh, haunted houses.
Yeah.
We need to get into that
Run it.
later.
before.
No, because we just got on this topic. We can't.
Man, in high school, we were trying to go and find ghosts. There was a is Byron close to y'all? Not
I don't
really,
know where
right?
Byron is.
Okay. There was
Joe
like an
Biden?
abandoned
Joe
hotel.
Byron?
Yeah, yeah, just like that. There's an abandoned hotel, Byron Hotel, and it's all graffitied up, and you have to like sort of sneak onto the property and walk out like 2 miles to it. You know, hop a gate, go. And we would try to go find ghosts because everybody said it was haunted. I remember I went one time. Did you guys ever have one of those little flip cameras?
Yeah, I had a flip. That's what I filmed all my covers on.
That was the first vlog. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so that's classic. Did you have one of those?
What?
I had a pink one,
That's fire.
pink flip cam.
I took one of those to vlog us going to find a ghost one time. And we walk all the way back to this abandoned house. Hella scary. Walked down underneath it. Didn't find anything. And then on the outside of it, I was filming my friend like kicking the house. And as soon as his foot touched the house, the video pauses. And my whole camera broke.
Oh my
And I
God.
never got any of the footage from anything that I took there. Nothing. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Maybe that's the closest thing that I ever had to like something like that. I don't know if
Wait.
it was like a coincidence or what.
Didn't you say also there was like something with like your friends and then y'all all like screamed and got down at the same time?
We said that on the podcast though, right?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, no, that was weird too. But you kind of were mentioning, it was funny, we're having Wingstop before we got on here,
Yeah,
which
we
is
were.
fire by
We
the
was
way.
grubbing. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the suggestion.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
we
thanks
never
for
really,
thanks
like,
for buying. I appreciate it.
You know, it's
Thanks.
love. And we're down there, and I'm like telling Destiny, I was like, I can't talk to you right now because everything we're saying, like, I feel like should be
We
on
filmed.
there. But yeah, we were kind of briefly talking about your mom and how she not like she doesn't have visions, but she gets like feelings.
She
or
gets
something,
feelings. Yeah, like my mom, my whole life, like is good at
sensing. Like,
sensing things. She's
Like
very
with,
like
our friends
with
or,
vibes,
like,
with
anything,
energy.
vibes.
She's not a freaking like hippie or anything like that. She's just a normal lady.
Yeah.
But my grandma is also the same way. Like my grandma has like seen ghosts, things like that. My mom, like when my mom has dreams, most of the time they come true or they mean something or they're hints or whatever. Like I don't know if it's like God sending her a message through a dream and she takes it as like, oh, God spoke to me or something like that. Cause my mom's like religious too. I don't know what it is, but like my mom has had that. And my mom just like in real life, like just has like gut feelings, a lot of, gut feelings about things, gut instincts, calling things out like, oh, I think one day she's gonna be this.
Yeah.
Oh, she's that now. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, like, no, nothing in specific, but like, she's good at sensing, sensing shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm starting to pick up on it too. Like, I'm definitely starting to pick up on that. Like, I be having dreams, and most of the time they mean something or they come true.
Yeah.
Like, like when I was younger, I had a dream that my uncle had cancer. And I had woke up that morning and I was like, Mom, like I had a dream that Uncle Ruben had cancer. And then she goes, whoa, like I just got off the phone and he just got diagnosed this morning. Like,
yeah,
shit like
that's
that.
Crazy.
And I was like, whoa, like I literally had a dream about it. I had a dream that like, somebody was sick. Oh yeah, they're sick right now. Like, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like had dreams. Like my mom had a dream, or no, I don't know if it was my mom or like my grandma, like, had a dream or not had a dream. My grandma like called out my mom, like when my mom was pregnant with me, like called out my mom and was like, Gracie, like you look like you're pregnant, really on the low when my mom was trying to get pregnant with me. And then my mom takes a pregnancy test and she was pregnant.
Man,
you know what I mean? Like little things like that. Like it's just kind of in the bloodline, and all of my aunts have the same thing too. My mom or like my grandma like called the gender of my nephew, like oh, Danielle, my sister, Danielle's having a boy.
Yeah,
and my sister ended up having a boy. You know what I mean?
I
Things
wonder,
like that.
like at a certain point, because of course there's coincidences, and it's like, okay, yeah, maybe they're thinking this, but
Like,
at
yeah.
a certain point, it's like, okay, you look back at how many times like stuff has like actually, you know, become like real from like what your mom suggested or, you know, felt that you start to, do you ever ask her like, hey, like you do this all the time. Yeah. And the majority of the time you're right. Yeah. Well, like what's going on with you?
I have never asked her because I just feel like moms are just right all the time. Whether it's like, yo, I don't know how I feel about your friend. Yeah, or I don't know how I feel about your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, like it's like, I feel like moms just are normal, like born that way.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it never was like a thing like, oh no, this is just how moms are.
I feel it, yeah.
But my mom is like different because my friends even bring it up. Like Felisha brings it up like, yo, don't you think it's funny that your mom literally predicted this? Thought it was true or she thought it was something.
Years
a specific
later.
Situation, like she thought this crazy thing was happening and me and Felisha were like, Mom, you're fucking nuts. Like, why would you even think that and put it out there? Like, that's so bad. Don't ever say that. When years later, that thing came true.
What's happening? Yeah.
Like,
it's
insane.
But it's not, it's more just like of a feeling or something that she gets and less of like if I went to get a lottery ticket tomorrow and I was like, ask your mom, like, hey, like, are you sensing
no,
any
it's
numbers?
Not that. My mom,
it's not like that.
My mom's not a psychic or nothing. I just think,
she was really good, like intuition.
It also just has to deal with her like growing up. She was in the streets. You know what I mean? Like when you're in the streets, like she was a little Chicana in the streets. I'm not gonna lie. She didn't even graduate high school. Like, so I feel like when you're in the streets, like you got to scan your surroundings. You got to feel people out. You got to test people's like, you know, trust and loyalty and shit like that. Yeah. And really get to know somebody and be like, you gonna do me dirty? You're gonna stab me in the back? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's just how my mom is now when like new people enter her life. Even when I bring new friends into my life, she wants to get to know them. Like, so what are you about?
Yeah.
Like, what's your story? How are your parents like? You know what I mean?
Which is cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's important.
So I feel like that instinct also comes from, you know, her past life.
For sure. It's she liked to have a good time.
Oh yeah, I forgot you met her.
I met her just that one time at your birthday party. And y'all came through turns
that day
up.
You came to the party drunk.
Woo! Y'all, I was lit on my birthday, bro. It was my 22nd birthday. I rented out the Nice Guy. If y'all don't know what the Nice Guy is, it's this bougie ass restaurant in LA. Like
Justin
Bieber and Drake eat there for dinner.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it's crazy. But I rented that bitch out for my 22nd. I like relived it as like my 21st because of my 21st. It was during the pandemic and I couldn't do anything. So I like relived it. Like I literally like my invitation said, Destiny turns 21 again, bitch. Like that's literally what my flyer said.
Yeah.
My invitation. But yeah, I showed up to the function already lit. I was late to like the family friends dinner. I walked in and I was already like 5 shots in already.
Bro,
and then I took like 13
we're sitting there
more.
just eating like our 5th pasta. Like.
Yeah, because like they like just kept bringing shit out. Like I was like, no, we need everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like literally by the first meal, we were all full, and then they keep bringing shit out, and I'm like, period. But I didn't even have time to eat because I was just like running around like a fucking
saying
zombie.
Hi to everybody. Yeah. Man, I mean, in a way though, it's cool though because you got a lot of love over there. Everybody's
I do have a lot
too,
of love.
You know, just bring in the second 21st birthday.
Yeah, it was great. I had a lot of mixture of people. Like obviously I had my family, had my close friends, I had like my industry people. My team was there, you know. It was just a lot of love in that room. And it was overwhelming too, which is why I kept drinking. Because I was like, all of my favorite people in one fucking place.
And
like
everyone like shot here.
Everyone was giving me shots. I was like, damn, I should.
James Charles was there.
James Charles was at my party. I guess you can say that. Sure. There was a few familiar faces in the scene.
Hell yeah. My twin, what's his name?
Taylor Holder.
Taylor Holder.
Oh yeah.
My twin.
Taylor Holder pulled out.
You know who else was there? It was Just Incredible and Brian. You know Brian?
I'm sure I do.
His name's Brian, right? Oh frick. I'm gonna
Is it
feel
Just
so
Incredible's
bad.
boy that he brought?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know his name. Sorry.
It's Brian. It's Brian.
Okay.
He came out on tour with us one time.
Oh, cool.
I think he was in he used to work at 99.7 or somewhere in the Bay.
Got you.
And he was interning over there and we needed an extra handout on tour. And then like everybody at 99.7 was like, yeah, he'll go. And it was good having him out there. And I hadn't seen him since the tour. And so like at your party is like reconnected.
Nice.
But
yeah, Just Incredible. Cool, yeah. Just Incredible, for y'all who don't know. He got a fire ass name. But he's one of like the radio like mixers on Power 106, like the biggest radio station in LA.
Hey,
So yeah.
I gotta say something about Power 106.
Okay.
I love Power 106.
Who
First of
don't?
all, like family, right?
Yeah.
But I want to know who's picking the songs over there, because do you ever listen to them on the radio sometimes?
I don't really listen to the radio. I would only listen to the radio when Westlake was streaming.
All right.
Because last year, Westlake, my song, like with Kaylin for real, like was streaming like 13 times a day. Thank you. Yeah. It was getting spins, like 13 spins a day on Power 106 every day for like 3 months. So my shit was like on full rotation. Yeah.
Okay. When I get in the car, I got a rental car right now.
Me too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I got a rental right now.
You got
I was
an
in
accident
a car
too?
accident. Yeah.
Bro, everybody's been getting in accidents.
Don't.
Yeah,
oh
no,
my
no.
gosh! Don't say that.
No, it's literally, it's like there's so many, like the week I got in an accident, like 3 people I knew also got in an accident.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Something felt weird around that time. Also, I'm just saying.
I don't know if there's like a retrograde or something.
A
Powerade.
Renegade, a Powerade, Gatorade.
So I got a rental
Cheers.
car. I don't have a radio in my truck. I never listen to it in my truck. But so I've been listening to the radio in the rental
Right.
car. I put on Power 106. Every
Right.
time I get in there, it's some old top 40 songs, like some old Drake song
Uh-huh.
that was going in like 2016.
Mm.
And then like maybe a J. Cole one from 2014.
But like fire.
I mean, they're good songs.
Yeah.
They're good songs. It's just like, damn, like, I just wonder like how that happens, because every time I get in the car and any song that comes on over there is like an old top 40. And
Mm.
Yeah.
E-Man, if you ever see this,
Oh yeah, E-Man, we love you, bro.
I
I
want to
love
help
E-Man.
out with the selection. Put me in, coach.
Yeah,
Put me
just
in.
yeah.
Speaking about your birthday, I want to run it back to. Do you remember my 21st birthday when me, you, and Miro
Yep.
got together at your house?
We
And
got shit faced drunk.
yeah, so I didn't start drinking. I've mentioned this like that time. I didn't start drinking until I was 21, and so
Wait, hold on. First off, since we're talking about drinks, is it shot o'clock?
should we take a shot before?
We'll
the
take a
time?
In honor of this. In honor of Felicia's 21st birthday.
Getting
Run it back.
ruined.
And it's crazy now
by
because she just
COVID.
turned 23. Like literally, like I felt like that was just yesterday, but it's like
That's
literally been 2
insane.
years ago.
Yeah.
Pull me up.
Let's go.
Pour me up, cat.
We
So
got
where
the
did you
Casamigos.
guys go?
My
your
apartment
21st?
because
Okay, yeah.
the day
it was peak of COVID.
peak of COVID, so the world shut down.
Oh, so y'all broke the rules.
No, we didn't even go out. We got drunk in my apartment with
I
my
know, but
12-year-old
y'all
niece
don't-
at the time.
Y'all don't live together though.
Better fill your shit up like that, bitch. Dude, that shit.
Sorry.
Dude, she filled that up to the rim.
I didn't mean to.
Whoa.
CC Barn girl,
I'ma be
CC Barn girl.
lit.
What? I'm just saying.
No.
All right, look at this. Hold up.
You're just trying to put
Cheers,
it.
cheers, cheers, cheers.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna take it on camera so they can see me.
All right, yeah.
Let's see if they can see. Okay, so this is mine.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Thing.
Bing,
Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers. Hold on, hold on.
To the 21st.
Don't take it yet. Don't take it yet. Let me sit down on this spot.
I'm gonna see if I get the whole thing right now.
This is the shot. Try to get it. If you
I'll see if I
cough,
can.
that'll be the thumbnail.
All right, yeah, we can do that because it'll be content though.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all. Happy late birthday, Felicia. I just spilled it all over my cup.
Clip that.
I'm like dripping all over my chin.
Get the clip.
Kind of crazy.
Chat. Get the bod.
Wow.
Okay.
Literally on my camera as we speak.
You need a
Okay.
paper towel? I got you. I love it. Here we go. Okay, so you guys go over to Destiny's house.
Okay. So basically, I probably have told this a million times, but
Oh.
my 21st birthday on March 17th is when everything shut down. Like literally, it was supposed to be this big thing. I never drank, and so I literally was like, I want to throw a rager. Like,
Rager.
like
ready,
I
like-
gotta get drunk.
You're talking
right?
about like send the invite out, mass
yeah,
invite.
Yeah,
We
Facebook.
didn't have any fucking friends.
But that was
Send
supposed
out
to be,
10 invites.
That was supposed to be the vibe though, my 21st, right? So everything gets shut down, whatever. So Destiny and Miro were like, because they've grown up with me, they know I never drink, but we didn't honestly like drink ever. Like even growing up, it's not like because you know how you have those
we
high
didn't
school
party or anything.
those high school
Yeah.
friends. It's like oh like yeah like we had like a bottle of like Svedka and like all this stuff. We didn't do that.
Grey Goose
We-
and shit.
We
Mm-mm.
never did that, and so they know how big it was for me to be like
Yo,
I
let's
need a drink, right?
Exactly.
And
Gotcha.
so they decided to get every single form of alcohol. They're
Patron,
beer,
Smirnoff,
Smirnoff,
White Claw,
That
was it.
a bunch of stuff. Was there Buzzballs involved?
Was the intention that like, hey, here's options for you? Like,
I
don't know what your vibe is.
Because she doesn't know.
Yeah,
she doesn't know what she likes. So it's like, let's get a little bit of everything.
Okay,
Damn.
so
she can see.
I get y'all's intent, but I think that was the worst thing we could have done because
just mixing
anything.
Mixing everything. And we were doing shots like 2 minutes back to back because like, we don't feel anything. Let's take another one.
Yeah. Even like at one point, like
it.
I think you were like stopping, and me and Miro were like so drunk that we were like, nah, another one. Let's do another one. Like, and Miro doesn't even drink like that. Like to where like it's, at the time where it was like shot to shot. So like even him doing that, it made me more excited. Like, ooh, okay, like I'll do more. Like, okay,
right.
And so we were ripping shots, and we just got way too drunk.
Yeah, the drunkenness started hitting me, and I stopped drinking, and I also had my niece staying with me. She's like 12 years old. It's like I don't want my niece seeing like her aunt and all of her friends drunk as fuck. Like
even though that's
exactly what happened.
She saw it.
Yeah, she saw it all. Like we were she was hanging out with us. She loved it. She was getting the crack out of it. But Felisha and Miro were getting really drunk, and I was honestly like pretty drunk myself. But they were fucked up. But yeah, so I think who threw up first? Was it you?
Okay,
or Miro?
So we also purchased hot Cheetos in this whole mix.
You did.
Okay, so I purchased hot Cheetos. And so I was like taking shots and being like, hot Cheetos, right?
Yeah.
And so Miro goes to throw up. And
okay,
he's on the toilet.
To also say something about that. Miro is I don't know if he's better now. I hope he is. But he's a messy drunk. Like when he throws up, when he's sick, like he's messy because he doesn't know when to use the toilet. He doesn't know when it's coming. It's wherever he is. If he's laying on the floor, if he's sitting up, he'll just throw up.
But it was like the beginning of us like drinking, so it kind of made sense. Like to where like we didn't know how to like handle ourselves, I guess.
I guess, but it's like if you feel sick, you should know when you feel sick.
I don't know. That never ever happened to me.
You know, like I don't know. So like with him, it was like I was drunk, and so I was taking care of him. Like he threw up on my floor.
She was like the mom of the night,
and he was literally throwing up in my toilet. And then Felisha walks in the bathroom. She goes, "I need to throw up."
So I sit on top of him.
Yeah. So Miro and Felisha are sharing my toilet at the same time, hugging it at the same time, throwing up, and Felicia's puke is fucking red from her hot Cheetos. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm shit-faced drunk too. And I was like, okay, Miro, you threw up all over yourself. Get in the bath. He goes in the bath. Felisha just wants to go to bed. So she's asleep out on the couch.
No,
I was like,
but at one point too, we were all in the bathroom telling each other every single secret we've ever had in the entirety of the world to each other. Like this.
Damn.
So did you forget about that?
We're gonna get the 925 exclusive
right
now.
Not telling.
It at least can't come out now.
Okay.
Like this secret isn't for now, but for next podcast, I will bring it back up.
Actually?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Before the season's over?
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You guys have to come back for the next episode.
But like literally in there, like just like telling each other everything and like
kind of having a moment with all the puke on my floor. All three of us are laying on different sides of my bathroom. My bathroom's kind of big, so it's like we all had our own little spot. Like
we were taking a sink.
It sounds like a movie. Almost.
It was a movie.
It was,
and my niece was there.
Yeah, that's the craziest part. I hope she was like on a Switch somewhere.
No, she was
Mario
at
Kart
one point. She was definitely in your bed on her phone.
She was in my bed, like on her phone, or sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah. But. Yeah, it was the first time I ever like was hungover.
She was hungover. She felt sick. Like,
bro, there were bruises on my knees, like dark. Do you like all around my leg? I'll try to insert. I took it on Snapchat, so I might have like the picture. But like me and Mira went to In-N-Out the next day to get food to feel better.
I was hungover the whole next day. Like I threw up like 9 times. Oh my God!
Wait, you had like alcohol poisoning the next day?
I think I might have had alcohol poisoning because like I was throwing up like the entire day the next day. I didn't feel better till like 7 p.m. Like to the point where like I literally like called my sister, and like my sister, like I wasn't really open with her about me drinking or smoking or anything. So like I told my sister, like, yo sis, I was like, have you ever had alcohol poisoning? Like what's it like? And she was like, oh yeah, you kind of just have it for like a whole day and then you'll be fine. And she was like, you could have it.
Because she even stopped drinking and she never had the throw up. So maybe like I don't know, because me and Miro definitely were hungover, but like it's like we ate and then it's like, okay, we're back at it.
Yeah,
I wasn't. Something was going on in there.
No,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel
Yeah.
like the majority of the time, like that's what happens to me too. But like 7 o'clock, 8, you start getting like 80%, 90%
Exactly.
back.
Yeah.
And you
It's
kind of
like
start
a
getting your appetite
lingering-
back a little
Yeah,
bit. And you're just
yeah,
like, okay, I can eat, and then you go to bed again, and then you're good
Yeah.
the next day.
But so
Yeah.
you had to be the mom of the night.
I
It
was
sounds
the
like
mom
you
of
were
the
the
night.
most sober one. I mean, it's
Yeah.
your spot. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
you
I,
definitely got a FaceTime call that night.
no, yeah. Like I remember, I told you, I was like, I'm a fucking fan. Like I love your.
For real?
I used to be in love with your ass. Like I know all. Like I literally remember I was telling him that over the phone when you guys
Yeah.
were FaceTiming.
That's crazy. Was I drunk too?
No, you
Oh,
weren't.
no.
You were just
Oh,
at
you weren't
home
drunk.
kicking it. I
Yeah.
remember you were just chilling at home, like
I
playing a
love
video
it.
game or some shit.
Yeah. Probably. That sounds about right.
No, but yeah, I had to like make myself throw up because I was like, I need to take care of my friends.
Yeah. No, that's love. That's love. When we went out the other night with you after the 49ers
Niner
lost,
game?
unfortunately.
They took it out.
It's all right.
It's
It's all
fine.
right. We're gonna come back.
Comeback season, baby. What?
Is that the first time you ever seen him drunk?
Miles? Yes. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Miles
I
drunk.
wasn't even drunk that night.
Bro.
I wasn't even
Miles,
drunk.
yo, Miles is like you gotta like keep your eye on him. Like he was just running around crazy.
Bro, there was
What
one
club did we
time-
go to?
Nightingale.
Nightingale in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
We went there. We had a section and shit. And Miles is just like talking to all the bad bitches pulling up. Like he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And then like they wave
Oh
back
my
or something.
God, we were
And
outside.
Miles is like,
we were
no.
outside, and there was these 2 girls, and he goes, "Hey."
And then she turns around like, "Hey," and then Miles was like, "All right, I'll see you in there."
You go, yeah. You
It's like
guys
talking
were
to all
"Hey, I'll
these-
see you in there. I'll
all
see you in
these
there."
baddies, bro.
I was like, oh my God. There was one girl like sitting. So I was, okay, we were in our section. I was sitting at the edge of it. And then you were like standing like next to me. And there was a girl who like leaned back on the section. And you go, "Hey." And she had like curly hair. I was like, he's going to say something. And you're like, "Hey." And then you said like something to her. And you could just tell she was like,
no,
Yeah,
I
nah.
gotta say something
But-
too though. Like no offense to you, but
Yeah.
like
yeah.
obviously I was with like my squad and one of the guys comes up, one of like my homies comes up to me. He goes, "Hey," he's like, "Is that your little brother?"
For real.
Points to Miles. I'm like, nah. I was like, yeah, literally. It's like, nah. He was like, "Damn, that kid looked like he's 16." And I was like, bro, he's actually older than me.
That's hella
And like,
funny.
I was like, he's actually older than me.
I love
And
it.
I was like, he's like, I said you're 28. You 28?
29. I just turned 29.
Yeah, I said, yeah. I was like,
You're
yeah,
there.
he's like 28. He goes, "Oh shit, he my age." I was like, yeah. Like it was crazy because it was just funny. And they're like, "Oh, that's your little brother?" Like,
Yeah.
I've never gotten that ever.
Man,
so
drunk
funny.
drunk me has got to get a little bit more game. Like I can't just be in there just being like, "Hey."
No, I
You
remember like
probably-
even walking around. I saw you in
Yeah.
other people's sections,
Yeah.
like by the DJ booth and shit.
Yeah.
You
So how the fuck
probably
you get up there?
would have pulled at least one of them if you weren't like, "Hey,
Hammered.
okay, I'm gonna see you in there." Then.
No, you could
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
because there was a baddies in the club that night.
Yeah.
Like you
man.
could have definitely pulled one of them.
We're gonna go back for a round 2.
No, round
See
2.
what's up.
We'll get it. We'll have it like more together.
I think so. That's what we got to do. We
And
just can't come from a loss.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll come in with better spirits. Exactly. Like we'll
That's
just be
what
like,
it
"Yo,
was.
tonight's gonna be a great night."
Okay, but what was really fun about that night was there's a video that I have on my phone of you rapping every verse
Oh
to
shit.
chase dreams.
Oh
Oh,
my God!
shit.
I
We got back
forgot.
in the car and I had no idea that it was
Okay,
like. I mean,
preface.
if you can't, real Camp Fam knows. I think some of y'all are listeners. If you know Chase Dreams, it's like you're tapped in.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
let's also preface is I didn't really know this about Destiny, right? And so I knew that she liked y'all, like, or knew of y'all, like, when I started, like, liking your stuff and, like, going to shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So I knew of that. But then y'all had, like, a little studio session, and
We did when? Well, I
you
know.
and Miles.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Well,
and you picked me up, or I picked you up, or I went to your house, or whatever. We're in the car, and you were like, "Hey, I want to put on Chase Dreams," and you put on it, and you're rapping every lyric, right?
Mhm.
And to me, it was a crazy thing because like you're my entire childhood, right? And then he is like my right now, like where like it's like everything I'm doing or everything art wise, like I'm doing with you, and so like I know a lot
Yeah.
about you from that stuff too. And then it's like my childhood person was like because she was talking about like talking about getting some boba and like talking about Vomac, and I was like,
yeah.
wait, how do you know? Like, it was. I don't know if that makes any sense. It was just
Nah,
crazy
sure.
that
like
like
I can literally show you. So like I have like obviously like my old music from 2014, like that era.
Yep.
Like I have 3. Like, so I have the dedication EP.
Okay.
Like
okay.
the dedication
Yep,
EP. I got obviously
Oh, damn, the
K&M
K&M
University
University.
EP. I bought it too. Like this is when Apple Music wasn't a thing. I bought it.
That's
I got
love.
on mine too. So like I literally was tapped in. Like I
Nah,
was
for
locked
sure.
in. So then that was crazy because when Felisha started becoming friends with Miles, like Felisha name dropped me a few times to Miles. And when she's like, "Oh yeah, Miles like played your music. Like he thinks you're dope. He fucks with you." I'm like, "He did? He said that?"
Yeah.
Like I was like, "Whoa,
Nah,
that's
see,
crazy."
Yeah.
But on the same side, like I'm seeing what you're doing, like you're going crazy. And so
Mhm.
like from my point, you know, I'm on my solo side of everything now and still in the process of just like, you know, getting my
Get it.
groove. And so I mean, you're the superstar to me also. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that same feeling like when I'm like, wait, what? Destiny? Like for real?
Oh,
Like
that's sweet.
and so it's like it's a cool like little mutual love there. And
Aw.
just cool and crazy to see.
It's
you know what I
insane
mean? Like,
for me.
so
I
did you ever
bet.
go to any shows though?
I've never been to a
See,
never
that's
got- you
what
never
Miles
was one?
show.
I was trying to explain to.
I've never seen you live, but you've seen me live a lot of times.
I know I'm showing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
What's up?
The first time me and Miles met, it was at one of my shows in LA at the Fonda. when I opened
for Rule.
yes.
Yeah.
That was the first time I met him.
Yeah,
was
and
at
he
my
was trying
show.
to leave for Rule, and I was
Mhm.
interesting.
Bro,
Love Rule.
I mean, because Felicia's putting me on, and like I'm listening to the music here. There's, you know, definitely someone.
You were slapping
Northside.
Northside.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
No,
that,
he
that's a
loves
banger.
Northside.
And so I go to see her perform for the first time. You almost sound better live. You know what I'm saying? Like you sound great on track, like on studio, but it's like with live too is just silky.
Hey,
Crazy.
going
silky.
crazy.
Thank you.
But yeah, I don't know. With like the you and Miles stuff, me and her also started working with the 4-4 at the same time. You wrote
Yeah.
for Kiana Lede at the same time as I was like doing my Kiana Lede
My
stuff.
fangirl shit.
But
yeah.
I was also telling him because I think you asked me that before, like, oh, has she ever been to like a show?
Mhm.
Y'all weren't really like the concert goers. I feel like when y'all like someone, like for me, it was like, oh my god, I like Shawn Mendes. I'm putting everything in Shawn Mendes. Like I'm going to all the concerts. I'm getting meet and greet. But like you and Mira were definitely like, I really like this music. Like I don't know, it was
That
like a different
yeah.
vibe.
I mean, that's what's cool though. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
know
it's
it was
sick.
like that. But I'm trying to think too. Like, we didn't really get out to that area too much, anyways. Like where you guys live in Stockton
Right.
on the farm, because like we didn't have that much country music at the time.
Stop,
But
would-
I mean,
It's not
Sacramento
country.
was kind of close though.
That's where we would go though, Sacramento and the Bay.
we'd go to Oakland. Like we go to the Fox Theater.
Oh,
Yeah.
we seen Bryson Tiller front row at the Fox
Bryson,
Theater,
Tori,
the Fox
Tori
Theater,
Kelly.
and yeah, we met Tori Kelly there. Remember, I made little buttons of us meeting Tori Kelly
Yeah,
with the
bitch.
rest.
Crazy.
What, didn't
Um,
you say something to Tori,
I
or
wish.
maybe she told you she loved you
She
or
told
something?
no. I told her I loved her, and she goes, "I love you too."
For real.
We were
and
freaking out.
then like I went the opposite way. Like after I met her, like I went the opposite direction. She goes, "Oh no, this way." And I was like,
She's so sweet.
"All
Yeah.
right, I get to
love
walk
it.
by her again." Anyways,
When we started the second season and we are having guests, we didn't really want them to be like an interview style type thing, like a radio interview.
okay.
But at the same time, like I'm very interested in like the beginning to now, you know, for you. So it like, could you just kind of walk us through like where you got your start at? Like obviously we kind of talked a little bit earlier about you singing Justin Bieber covers and getting scared on camera. But where does it start changing where like, are you producing your own music or, you know, you're starting to write for the first time or was there anybody out
who-
there that you like how did that even happen to where you take it to where it is now?
Right.
Or also mention this because I don't even know what it is, but you know how you were first signed or something with that first label?
Yeah.
I want to know how you got that too because I don't like. I was definitely like around for that, but I don't remember like
Okay. I could talk about that too.
how that happened.
I'll kind of give a timeline.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like I said earlier, like growing up, church. 10 years old. Yeah, 10 years old. Bieber comes out. I start copying him. And like, it's not even me copying him. I just got inspired to where I was just like, fuck, I want to be just like this kid.
Yeah,
I want to be just like him. And so I started like doing covers, and I was like, he got found on YouTube. Maybe I can get found on YouTube. So I started making flip cam, start filming myself doing covers in my mom's bathroom, like my parents' like bedroom. Like I'm filming shit, posting it up, like not even like knowing what I'm doing. But I was like 10 years old, hungry as fuck, wanting this life. And I was going back and forth from LA at the time, not for music, but because I had some of my family had moved out to LA. And so my mom and I, like, and my dad, like, we would just drive to LA to go visit my family, my aunt and my uncle. And I was 12 years old. I'm in the elevator in the apartment complex going up to the floor, and we run into some man in the elevator, and we're like, we just kind of start talking, like small chat or whatever. He ends up telling us that he's a vocal coach. And then my mom's like, oh, like my daughter has been singing, like we've been looking for a vocal coach for her. He goes, oh, well, I can give her a lesson tonight. Are you guys free tonight? I can give a lesson. And we're like, yeah, we're free.
Damn, yeah.
So I did this vocal lesson with this guy that I met in the elevator and in his apartment. Like my parents are obviously in there supervising. It wasn't nothing crazy.
Right.
But that happened. And then you know, we just stayed connected. Turns out like a couple months later, he comes back and he goes, hey, he was like, I'm actually starting an independent label with this producer. They're with Universal. It's going to be a joint venture with Universal. I played I showed the producer some of Destiny's stuff, and he wants to meet her. When can you come back to LA? Well, shoot, we can come back whenever you want us. Ended up going back again and meet him. And then he was like, yo, you're really talented. Like, I want to sign you and you can be the first artist on the label.
Was this before or after the Jessie J cover?
This was I think this was after the Jessie J cover.
Because your Jessie J cover was going up.
Yeah. I was also doing some independent, like, hometown stuff, like just hiring, like, videographers and, like, local music producers and like recording out of their stuff. Like, I recorded, like, my Jessie J price tag cover out of a closet. Like, it was just, like, on some, like, shit like that.
Yeah.
I remember showing... Is that somebody that you got connected with, like, through the church who also does music, too? Or
nah, it was actually... It was my sister's homeboy. That was a rapper. He still raps. Like he had a recording studio in his closet in his living room.
That's fire.
And that's where I would record.
Yeah.
Like my sister would just pull up with me, take me like, you want to record a song today? Yeah, okay, pull up. His name's Tito. Shout out Tito Love.
Let's go.
For letting me record in your closet. But yeah, so I was recording out of a living room, a house, and price tag came out, and then I ended up signing to this label when I was 12 years old. Going back and forth to LA at 12 years old, recording, filmed a music video. But there was
the one near the beach?
Mm-hmm.
I remember being like, this ain't Destiny.
Yeah,
yet.
like there was just like, you know, I
there was
had
a big disconnect.
I had no creative direction. I had no say. I was 12 years old. It's like people
had
are
you
trying
in
to
like
paint
a
the picture
dress
for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like literally, like they had me wearing a dress, like on a beach, like for a
full
song
makeup.
that like had no connection, full face of makeup. Like that's not me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, like if this is gonna take me to where I need to be, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like let's get it. Let's get there.
Yeah.
Ended up, you know, the label ended up being it was a deadbeat. It was nothing. Legally, I didn't get out of it till I was 16. So I was actually stuck in the label from 12 to 16, 4 years. I couldn't do anything because I was under them. Legally, I was under them. I couldn't post YouTube videos. I couldn't work with other people. And the process took a very fucking long time to get out of.
Man.
Yeah. And so obviously that's something I don't really speak about because it's like kind of pointless. But when I was 16 and I got out of it, I was like, yo, like, I got to do this shit for me now. Like, I'm independent now. I'm going to make my music. I'm going to produce my own music. I'm going to write my own music. I'm going to record myself. I don't need no help, right?
Yeah.
That's that mentality of just like getting kind of like let go. And I was just like, yo, I got to do this shit. So I was like, eventually I told myself, I was like, my main goal for myself is I'm going to move to LA. I don't know when, but I'm going to move. That's a goal of mine. Yeah. So mom, take me to LA so I can sing in the streets. So people walking by me, you know, in the music industry over there can see me and hear my voice. So I was in Santa Monica and I would sing on the 3rd Street Promenade, and I would sing for 3.5 hours on a Friday night and Saturday. And then Sunday morning I would sing and then drive back to Lodi.
Damn.
So I was doing that every other weekend. My mom and my dad were driving me. I had a little like Bose speaker system with my guitar with a guitar case.
Yeah.
And sang in the streets. And I had a huge crowd. Every time I performed, I had a huge crowd.
Yeah.
And I was singing all cover songs like Bieber, Ed Sheeran, Tori Kelly, Demi Lovato. Like I was singing just covers for 2.5 hours. I was singing Price Tag.
Like that one's gonna bring like, of course.
And it's crazy because like Jessie J and I are cool now. Like we're literally homies. Like for my birthday, she sent me a video of her singing Happy Birthday to me.
You lying?
I'm not. I could literally find it.
I want to see it after this.
Okay. But yeah, it's like me and her are literally homies. Like she literally like gives me advice. If I hit her, she responds. Like it's nuts. Anyways, that's a different story.
Yeah, nah, it's insane.
My worlds collided. But anyways, back to that. Like yeah, like so I was busking in the streets. People were throwing in business cards and shit like that. It's like I wanted to be in LA to get recognized, but it's also like I was scared because of what I just went through. Being
For
signed.
sure, yeah.
I don't trust anyone. You know what I mean? But I was getting money. You know what I mean? Like I was getting like people were throwing $100 bills.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, scoot over a little bit.
But yeah, so I was busking the streets, hungry as ever, dedicated. 16, I was just like really tapped into making my own shit. So with the money that I made from busking, invested into my own MIDI keyboards, my own recording softwares, Pro Tools, shit like that. I was like, I'm gonna learn how to do this shit. So eventually I learned how to record myself, right? But if I like really wanted to like make a song sound professional, I would just go record at a studio in Stockton called Press Recording, which is still a thing.
Yeah.
So I would record there. So I
was that in the same building? Another thing. Her
recording studio.
Her recording studio was in the same building as my first job ever.
Okay, so is she being honest when she said that there's like that area right there was kind of hyphy? Like, cause she talks about
in downtown
like,
Stockton.
She didn't like walking
crazy.
like okay,
crazy
so,
like
okay, yeah.
Like
and
she would like she would have to call me just to walk from her work to her car.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, call me when you're off.
Don't ever speak on me.
It's
like
scary. It's scary. Super
Okay.
bad. San Joaquin Street. I mean, downtown Stockton in general.
It's bad.
It's different.
No, he goes to Stockton for one time randomly.
It looked like Coachella.
And no, he goes to the because you know there's nice parts of Stockton, like the rich parts, the rich
like
white
Spanos.
parts. He sends like a picture that he took. It was like a grass field with a bunch of palm trees in the back.
Little river flowing by. I was like, dude, this is nice out here. I don't know what they're talking about.
Y'all crazy. No way. Stockton is not it.
But
Okay, so
anyway,
you're
record out there.
You're buying studio time?
I was
over
buying
there?
studio time.
Yeah, with what you made. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was buying studio time. And at that time, I was also dealing with like some personal shit, like with my family. Like my parents had just split up at the same time. And my mom lost her job at that same time too. So she wasn't able to like get a job. So we were broke. So I was also helping out with my family, helping my mom out with groceries and shit like that. So like I was trying to follow a dream while I was dealing with like one of the hardest, moments of my life when my parents split up. So it's like, I knew obviously like that hunger still stayed, So I was like, it made me want to keep going more because I was like, if I can get rich, my mom don't even need to work. You know what I mean? Like I didn't give a fuck about me. I don't give a fuck if I'm rich. Like I wish I could give all my money to my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Like and it's still the same way. My mentality is the same way.
Right.
So anyway, 16, I'm writing, come out with my first single. 17, I graduate high school, and when I'm about to graduate high school, I get noticed by these producers called the Stereotypes, who I'm signed to now. Shout out to the Stereotypes. Yeah. So they were interested in me, and I actually went to their studio in Santa Monica, actually on 5th Street. I used to sing on 3rd Street, and their studio was on 5th Street.
That's
which is kind of crazy because I'm like, these are my old stomping grounds. When
they noticed you, you talking about they reached out like online, like was that through Instagram?
Well, no, it actually originated from church. Actually, like one of like the drummers that used to play in our worship band, he moved to LA to be a producer. And he was an intern at the Stereotype studio.
Gotcha.
And so he knew of me because I was also posting covers at the time. I posted a Location Khalid cover and Shape of You Ed Sheeran cover.
Oh my God,
and his name's Zach. Shout out to Zach. Zach showed the Stereotypes my videos and was like, yo, this is my friend from Lodi. And like some of them are from Sac, so they know where Lodi is.
Right.
And they're like, yo, she's fire. Like, bring her by. Brought him by, sang up some shit, performed some shit. played piano for him and guitar and all that. And they're like, yo, you want to come back and work next week? Like, can you come? Are you flexible? And like and I was like, hell yeah, I'm flexible. Cause it's also like, I'm about to graduate high school in 3 months and I don't want to go to college. It's like, if I can work something out with y'all to make me not go to school, I'm doing it.
For sure.
So literally I was like, all right, bet. So then I was going back and forth once every month, going back for like a week. So I was like a week out of a month I was going and just recording. And they're like, hey, we're going to do our own, you know, independent label called Beach Wave Sound. We want you to be the first artist we sign. Fuck it. Let's go.
Wow. Yeah.
Signed to them. Then from then on, signed to RCA. Was with RCA till up to this point.
Yeah.
And obviously it's been crazy. It's been crazy. Like I signed to Stereotypes in 2018, signed to RCA a few months later, then moved to LA January of 2019.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I've been in LA since January 2019, moved out here at 19 years old, all alone. Have my own crib. I still live alone, which is fun. I love living alone.
I love your spot. Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, like obviously ever since then it's been a crazy ride. I've got to meet a lot of people. I've got to become friends with some of the people that I've looked up to my whole life. Like I said earlier, Jessie J.
Yeah.
I'm super cool with Bruno Mars, which is someone I would always sing on the streets as well. And like befriending like one of like some of like the most like famous and successful songwriters, befriending them. And it's just super dope. And obviously like I went on my first tour with Rule, opened for him. I got to see Europe. I got to see all of US, coming out with my, you know, projects and shit like that. Like it's everything I dreamed of.
Yeah.
And I could definitely be in a whole different, everybody would be in a whole different like perspective of life if COVID didn't happen. Like if 2020 didn't happen, like I feel like everybody would be just in a different, I feel like I'd be fucking there.
I think a lot of people's momentum got thrown off because, you know, this is something that nobody's ever dealt with. You know what I'm saying? And so we were all sort of navigating like, okay, how do we continue to do this?
And it's crazy because like I felt alone when it's a worldwide thing that we are all dealing with. People are losing their jobs. People are losing lives.
Yeah.
They're close ones. You know what I mean? Like, and I felt alone. Like I was kind of being selfish in a way because it's like, fuck this quarantine, fuck this lockdown. I got work to do. I got shit to do.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, damn, like I was already on this like this ride, and then it just stops.
Everything kind of.
And then now, 2022, felt like I had to start over.
Yeah.
2021 kind of felt like that too a little bit because it was kind of like, okay, are we in a pandemic or are we not? Okay, cases are rising again, back to normal, like back to like quarantine, like you know what I mean? It was like 2021 was kind of like had its ups and downs, but 2022. I've obviously learned a lot with my life. And I think this was all supposed to happen because like, I think like God and the universe made me at least, bitch, you need to sit down because you got some growing up to do.
For sure. Yeah.
So I've been put through some shit within the past few months where I have learned a lot about myself. I have grown so much and I've lost a lot of close people to me in the process.
Like me, I'm out.
Like Felisha? No, I'm kidding. No, like I've lost a lot of close ones to me, in the process. And so I've had a lot of time to kind of just be by myself and kind of reflect and be like, who am I? Who is Destiny when she's not singing or when she's not an artist?
Yeah.
Like who would I be if I wasn't an artist?
Yeah, no, I hear you. And no,
You know?
it's important to have those moments, you know, especially growing up. You're 22 years old, you're still a baby lamb. I think we all are. I know I'm about to be 30, but I still feel like a baby lamb. I guess apparently I look like one too.
You look like my little brother.
I look like your little brother.
Yeah.
But no, it's important to have those moments where you can just, you know, self-reflect, like you said, and it just, I think, makes your foundation stronger, you know, moving forward.
It definitely does. It definitely does. Because, like, on top of that, like, I've been able to write about everything. So, this new music and this new project, like, I'm working on an album right now, my first ever album. Like, I'm writing a lot about it. Exactly. I'm writing a lot about it. And I'm super blessed to be able to have this, like, platform and this outlet to where, like, I can eventually, you know, share what I've actually been dealing with behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And being able to just express that, and hopefully everyone can relate.
For sure. When you first got linked up with Stereotypes, was there something about them that felt different? Because I know that you felt like a little, shaded from the first situation.
Yeah.
When you went into that one, did something feel different about them that you noticed from the beginning? Because like obviously it was a lot better situation.
A way better situation. I think what helped was that I was dealing with younger men.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Because like I was working with this like old dude. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it, old dude. But like these guys were like young, and they were also successful at that.
Yeah.
Like they did Justin Bieber. They
Bruno
had
Mars.
That's What I Like #1 at the time.
Yeah.
So it's like they had receipts to where I'm like they're legit because they have literally a number 1 in the world right now.
I feel it. Yeah.
So that also helped back that up. But it just felt like family. Within the first time I met them, I felt comfortable.
Yeah. And this music that you're making, a lot of it you're writing yourself. I know there's like collaborations here and there with other writers, as there should be. You know what I'm saying? But like the majority of it, like you're very involved with.
I'm involved in every single record.
Yeah.
There's not one record I have out that I haven't been a part of or written on.
I mean, I remember there's one like, when we're working together, I had one in mind for you, and you felt like, it's almost hard for you to sing something else that's not yours. Right. You would rather just get in and work, which, I completely respect that too.
like that's what I prefer. Like I'm always down to listen to demos. Like I'm always down to like receive demos and listen and see. But it's also like, fuck, like what's the story behind it? Like say I do record a demo and it does go #1. I get asked in an interview, oh, what was the process like? Oh, shit, it was a demo and I just cut it.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the production process. I wasn't part of the songwriting process. I don't know the story. I don't know the inspiration.
It's just not your thing.
It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not mad. Like, I take demos, of course. But it's gotta hit here. I gotta really feel that shit to be able to be like, yo, get me behind the mic. I gotta cut this right now.
Because I think it's important, as a listener, like, you gotta believe it. Like, I gotta believe what you're saying. So you get on with Stereotypes, and the first one that I ever saw came up in a YouTube recommended one time. Like, it was just like, or an ad for something, and it was Tomboy. And I feel like, was that like your first one with the Stereotypes that, started moving?
Well, yeah. I had a lot of records that I've made with them before, but Tomboy was kind of the first record that we kind of were like, yo, like, we can put this shit out independently. Yeah. And it would just make sense. Okay. One, I'm obviously talking about myself, being a tomboy, talking about being a girl's girl and being a boss in a man's world, having that woman empowerment, message behind it and inspiration that I feel like every woman should feel. And Tomboy was just a very important record, and we knew that it would be a great start to Destiny Rogers. Yeah. And because you listen to the song and you kind of already have an idea of who I am. You watch the video, you see me in my hometown, Lodi, California, skating around with my friends. There's nothing to do out there except run around and just cause fucking trouble. You see me and my friends in fucking orchards throwing apples at each other, jumping on trains, like climbing fences, getting our knees dirty. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you could do in Lodi was just fuck around in the streets.
That reminds me.
What?
Sorry, side note. One time, me and Destiny and Miro were driving around. I don't know where we were going, but I was like, bro, what if I just got in the trunk right now? Like,
of the car?
We're like, bitch, go.
And they were like, yeah, do it. And so I was thinking, like, okay, we got like 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes until we get to the house, right? And so I'm in the back, and Miro's like being a little like crazy, like gunning it, and like just like oopsie, like and I'm in the trunk, like what the like what is happening? And I get out of the trunk, and we're like in the country fields. Like, he drove us.
We drove us to the country.
Like, no,
my bad. Sorry. Hey,
y'all
said it,
the country. But
Lodi is in the country. Lodi is in the middle of like a bunch of fields, but Lodi's suburban.
Because it's a wine. It's a wine.
Anyway, they drove me, and I was shook. I got out of the trunk, and like I just probably hit my head like 15 times in that trunk, and I got out, and it was just
pure shenanigans out there.
Yeah,
and that's kind of like what it was in the video too. But isn't it cool to like be able to bring that back to your hometown? You know what I'm saying? And get to go like shoot a actual video out there, like a legit one.
Like, it was crazy because I shot obviously my first music video there, And then I also did like my first ever like press photos with RCA.
Yeah.
So people from RCA flew out to Lodi
That's
Fire,
to be
yeah.
there. Got me like a trailer.
What
Got me a
airport?
stylist. No, it's from SAC and then just drove.
Okay.
But like literally like they got me like a trailer and a stylist came to my house and styled me. It was like this big production, hair, makeup, all that shit. Like it was nuts. And it was funny because I remember when I was shooting off of Mills and Ham Lane. If anybody from Lodi is watching, you know exactly, like right by the Foster Freeze. There's a
Ooh,
railroad
Foster
tracks right
Freeze.
there. So we were shooting on the railroad tracks. I had my trailer parked right there in the neighborhood next street over. And like I had like fans tweeting me like, yo, your trailer is parked outside of my house. Good looks. Like I'm like, holy shit. Like can you imagine? Like I'm literally from here, born and raised here. And like I just have like a trailer. We're at Lodi Lake, like
Yeah.
with a trailer, with like makeup and clothes, big camera, like a big camera crew.
Yeah. Obviously, like, you're like destiny to me, right? Like, you're just destiny. But going back with you to Lodi to the Grape Festival was crazy.
I was
She was like a
bombarded.
celebrity there. Like,
No,
I was
it's like- it's like
dang.
that
I was like, can
happens-
we just go on one ride?
That happens like kind of anytime I'm in Lodi. Like I love the hometown love. I love getting recognized. Like
It's special for everyone.
it's special
too.
for everyone because like I want them to see like, holy crap, like she is normal and she's just like me. She was raised here just like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like I never want like people to feel intimidated by me because I can get it. I get it because they look at me as this famous celebrity. Like, oh my God, like she's Destiny Rogers. But to me, it's just like, yo, I'm Des. Like,
Okay.
what's
yeah.
up?
Yeah.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So it's like when I get recognized from home, it's a great fucking feeling. But like she said at the Great Festival, I had just got done performing at Lights On Festival, Herds Music Festival, and I went home that day
Me
because
and
it was in the
Nicole
Bay. So we
went.
just drove and we went to Lodi
Kiana
Great
Day
Festival.
was there.
Yeah.
And Danny Lay.
Yeah.
Love her.
You left before her set though, so
I did because I wanted to go home to go to the Great Festival, bitch.
you were like, can you please just record this for me? And I didn't know who she was at the time, and I was like, I guess.
No, yeah, I went to the Great Festival and like my sister was with me, my older sister, and there was just fans just running up to me, just hugging me.
Yeah.
Like not
yeah.
even like saying anything, just hugging me. And my sister's like, I need to beat their ass. Why do they just keep hugging you like that? Like why do they just keep coming up to you and hugging you? And I'm like, just let it happen. Like these are
Yeah.
little kids. Like it's when they're kids. I'm just like,
It's
I
different. Yeah.
got you. Like
Nah, that's
you know?
love, and it's cool to have that and get to bring that back home. Like even that, just to show like them, like you said, like this is possible for y'all too. In
Very
the
much.
same way that like Justin Bieber kind of made you feel
exactly.
in the early times.
Exactly.
I think that's important to just keep encouraging people.
Of course.
From Lodi
Yeah.
to anywhere. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But when so we're talking about Tomboy, was released in
2019.
2019. And was it last year that the Lisa from Blackpink made a random
Yeah.
just out of nowhere, just a dance video,
Yeah.
shot like a super super nice music
movie,
video, like a
technically.
movie.
Yeah. Lily
Wasn't it
film.
literally like Lisa?
Yeah,
the movie
it was
or,
called
like,
Lily Film, the movie.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And that it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Where did you have any idea that was going on, or all of a sudden one day she just dropped this?
Yeah, one day she just dropped it.
Bro, that's insane.
That's insane.
So you were shook.
yes, I was really in a recording session. Like I was in a studio session,
You're like, wait, what?
and my
Hold
phone
on.
just starts going off, and I'm just like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then there's like fans saying, "Oh, congrats, Lisa used your song." I'm like, who the fuck is Lisa? But I know Blackpink. Like I was
Yeah,
already
yeah.
a fan of Blackpink, Lisa in general, because I'm like, yo, if I gotta choose any member, it's Lisa. Like that's my bitch. Like already, she's already been my bitch, low key. And so I'm like, damn, she's fire.
yeah.
And so I'm like, who's Lisa? So then I look and I'm like, Lisa from Blackpink used my damn song.
See, this is the thing though. Lisa is a superstar, worldwide superstar.
Superstar.
She doesn't make these videos often where she's picking. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Where
lied.
she's
I know
picking
you made me
people's
want a little
songs.
ice.
Where she's picking people's songs to make music video dances too. It's just like one time randomly, she used your
And
your
now
song.
it's at like 80 million streams.
Yeah, Tomboy has always been my biggest stream song.
Yeah,
But
great
obviously
song.
thank you. Obviously that, helped catapult the streams a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But now I think I'm sitting for Spotify at least 84 million.
That's crazy.
I'm almost to 100 million. I'll probably be at 100 million in a couple months. Yeah.
That's
I believe
crazy.
it. And then the other collaboration that I really appreciate was the Pilo Guapdad song.
Woo, my
Love
That
boys.
was
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
NorCal.
How did that
I love that
come together?
song.
Man, so I got a record called Lolo with Pilo and Guapdad 4000.
We turned it into a radio interview.
Yeah.
It's fine.
For her.
But
I
what
love
also is cool is probably like a couple months before that happened, you were playing me a Guapdad song and I was like, this shit's so good.
No, it's Bitch I'm On.
Yeah, I was like, I like the song. I saved it. I remember I played it in the car. Like we hung out tonight and I played it, and you were like, "How do you know him?" Like
For real.
you're like, "How do you know him?" And I was like, "I only know this song,
Destiny
whatever."
Faded. Yeah, I was
And then
already
a couple
fan of
months
Guap.
later, that's what Lolo happened.
Yeah. But yeah, so Lolo was actually gonna be a record that I was gonna put out by myself. So I was gonna put that out solo. But at the time, Guapdad was working out of our studio a lot. So he was always in and out. I was always running into him in our studio. And
Great guy.
yeah, great guy.
Super cool.
That's big bro.
yeah.
Funny. His character is incredible. He's just great energy all around. Love him.
His personality online is very
It's
very confident, almost a little cocky, right? Which I can
he
appreciate.
has to be.
But in person, the most humble guy, also, right? So I love both Guapdads.
No, yeah. He makes me just feel really safe.
Yeah.
Like when I'm around him, I just feel safe. Like
yeah.
I don't know.
Great guy. Okay, yeah.
Great guy. But anyway, so yeah, I think we were in the studio actually. He was in a session and my stereotypes were just like, yo, Des has this song, like, can you hop on a verse? And we played it for Guap, and then Guap was like, shit, I'll hop on this shit right now. We're like, oh, for real? Gets in the booth, lays his verse down, period.
I love it.
So then I was like, we might as well make this kind of like a NorCal record.
Yeah.
I was like, let's get another Bay Area artist. I was like, I want Pilo on it because Pilo is also another, obviously, icon, legend. I've been listening to him my whole life. I would DM him on Instagram, emailing him like my videos because I wanted him to recognize me so damn bad. Literally. And so so I was like, fuck, Pilo, I think I don't even remember the first time I met Pilo at Camp Flognaw in 2018.
Yeah.
And I told him I'm from Lodi. He was like, man, like, you're coming from Lodi? He's like, Lodi. And I was like, yeah, Lodi, California. He goes, you're meant to be a star then if you made it out of Lodi.
For sure. Yeah,
So literally right from the top, he didn't even hear my music or anything yet. He was like, you're a star.
Yeah.
I can tell.
I love that.
So we became friends. I got his number. And we ended up meeting a couple times after that in the studio, just like quick little like, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? Whatever, like industry shit. So then I was like, I want Pilo. I want Pilo on Lolo. And so then I was like, I was like,
industry shit.
I was like, let me text him. So I texted him, I'm like, hey, I was like, I got this record. Guapdad just hopped on it. I was like, you want to hop on it? He was like, I was like, when you free? He goes, I'm free tomorrow. And I was like, pull up. He didn't even ask, can you send it to me? Can I hear it first? He already knew I think it was going to be a smash. Like, I think he already had the feeling,
he was like,
no brainer. I'm there.
Yeah.
So he just pulls up. Played him Lolo for the first time. He's like, he gave me the,
Yup.
yeah, let's go. Like, let's go. This is it. Goes to the booth, lays his shit down. That's how it happened.
Banger too.
I feel
Thank
like
you.
Pilo and maybe Kaylani, they both give me the same vibes. Of, they're just down to work.
Just
Yeah, for sure.
No, that's all that guy does. He has so many songs just stacked up.
So many songs. He has also had a lot of cosigns too. You know what I mean? Like everybody fucks with Pilo.
For sure.
Like, and he just knows a lot of people. A lot of people know him too.
He's got a song on the way that has two artists on it that I'm big fans of both. And I hope that I think they're
not
shooting
out?
it. No, it's not out yet. I hope that it comes out sometime before the summer. It's got to be a summertime anthem.
Yeah, it's definitely a summer song.
But
You heard it?
Oh yeah. We heard it.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. No, it's a banger though.
You got the bounce?
I should ask him. We should both just text him like, hey, what's up with this song?
We'll just pull up on him.
Yeah, let's do it. But yeah, no,
With the Casamigos
great guys.
bottle.
I was excited to
Hey,
hear
he
that.
loved that.
What? Oh, with
If
this?
we pulled up, we got a bottle. Can we pull up?
Play the song. Yeah. That was the first song that I heard coming out of Jake's room of yours. My brother
Really?
Jake, yeah, he was slapping Lolo. I think
Oh shit.
he did it on one of his streams before, and just like
Yeah.
had it like in his rotation. Like even when I got in the car with him one time, like that was like in his
Oh
rotation.
shit. Wait.
I
So
was
why
like,
does he act like he don't even know me then?
he come in with
He
the in
walks
and
by
out
me,
like
he's like,
he's like,
"Wait,
what's up?
I'm just like, you gonna fucking give me a hug or like?
Nah, he just comes in from work. He just tries to be low key, just like
He's
you know,
super low
just
key with it. I'm like,
yeah.
all right,
Nah, it's love though. Yeah, nah,
all right.
he definitely had that one going.
He's like, oh yeah, I already met you.
Yeah, I remember.
All right, fam. Shit.
I love it.
You're a big fan, I guess.
Nah, for sure. And so you talking about some new music that you've been working on now. Do you have can we expect it maybe sometime this year, or you just want to take your time with it and try to figure it out?
Coming out this year, of course.
Come on.
Everything, album, tour,
It's that time.
everything like that. It's that time.
Yeah.
I was actually originally gonna come out with my first album in 2020, but because of the pandemic, I knew obviously one, I couldn't, support or promote it the way I wanted to, because I'd want to be able to tour it and shit like that. So I wanted to wait until the right time was, and I feel like, woo, again, God coming in clutch, coming through with, like 2022. You're gonna go through some shit.
Yeah, bro,
Speaking
we were
of
just
Jake.
talking about you. Yeah, we were literally just saying how you remember you used to slap Lolo.
Yeah, it was actually Tomboy.
Was
Same
it?
shit. It don't matter.
I was
Yeah.
slapping
It's
Tomboy
still me.
all the time. Yeah, that one's fire.
And she was like, "Man, so why did he just come in earlier? Like he didn't even know who I was."
Bro,
I
you
was
walked
like-
in, you're like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And then Miles was like, "Did you and Des meet before?" And then he
Hey,
goes,
that's my bad.
"Yeah, last time." And I was like, "All right, good
I
to
want to
see
be
you."
honest. I was having a really bad day at work.
Oh,
Like
I'm
I
sorry.
just
What
got back
happened?
and like I was just not having a good time.
Just long day.
That's what
Yeah.
it was that.
Yeah. But no, we had definitely crossed paths before.
Y'all have pictures together. We took
Yeah,
well night
exactly.
Yeah, we had pictures together.
I still haven't even seen those yet. Where
I know,
are
I
those at?
haven't even seen it either.
Let me post that.
I got you.
But is it about that time or should we wait? Should we wait a little bit? Yeah, is it shot o'clock yet?
We can take another shot.
You guys aren't down.
Go grab a little.
Go get a shot glass.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I know he needs a shot. He had a bad day. I feel bad now.
See, look, I don't know what it is, but
See, he's
y'all-
great right now. See?
y'all's family got this thing where like all of a sudden you're gonna say something, and then in the next moment,
You think that
It
was really
happens.
initially me putting it out in the air?
hey,
Okay,
hey,
but it happened the other day too. I literally mentioned Jake and I was like, I wonder when Jake's getting home. And then literally
Oh.
3 seconds later he walks through the door.
Jake is something, man.
maybe it's Jake. Huh? Yeah,
Jake
But
is
I feel like that happens a lot with me too. Like I'll say something and then
you'll see it.
it'll happen or like I don't know.
Wait, okay, so we're talking about the album, and
yeah.
and yes, it's obviously COVID
Yeah,
slowed some stuff down.
I was supposed to put out a first album in 2020. Didn't happen, but I'm so happy it didn't happen because I've been able to obviously go through the shit that I've been through within the past few months
And like reflect on the
and
music
reflect on
stuff.
it, write on it,
Yeah,
put the project out this year. Are we doing a shot?
yeah, this is time. This is L, by the way.
Hey, what's up?
L.
I'm Destiny. Nice to meet you.
What do you guys want, Jack?
Sorry,
Casamigos?
BRB.
Yeah. Let me do that. And Destiny, one of the things I was wondering about and actually asking Felisha, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you haven't had like your first proper show yet, like a Destiny Roger, like your own,
When did you ask me that?
like a couple months ago. Okay, where it was like we're here. South by Southwest is like there's a lot going on though. There's a lot of energy there.
need to mic
lot
her
of
up.
people. Yeah, push it over.
wasn't All Eyes on Me, but Rolling Stone put on a show for me.
yeah.
So it was my show.
Got you. And I was asking Felisha, like, when is like, obviously that's gonna be in the plans. You drop an album, like, now you got to put your own, like your own proper show together. I need
do.
that because I want to
yeah.
see a Destiny Rogers set, like you. You know what I'm saying? Though I need the whole vibe. Okay, run it. What's up? They want to take a shot with us. Come on.
Are you buzzed already?
Like, what happened?
Are you buzzed? I just want to know.
Yeah,
What?
that's all good.
Damn, we're all in this together, guys.
Felicia, did you end up showing Destiny that video I sent you from Bloom?
Oh no, I didn't.
There's something flying in there.
Yeah.
It's like a little lint thing.
Add a little lemon on her.
Right here. Well, you can
We'll
take
give
the-
that one to her. Yeah,
You can take
you
the
can
one
take.
without the lint.
Yeah, you can take one.
Unless you like lint. All right,
Cheers.
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 Cheers, guys.
Let's go.
Thanks for coming in our podcast.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Oh,
you guys are-
spills, young spills. Number 3.
Love that. Hey, CC Barn
You
girl.
should take
CC
another
Barn
one.
girl.
Back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. No.
We need to catch up. So.
Yeah, no, you guys take another one right now. Because we're already 3 shots in. That was our 3rd shot. Take another one.
I like that energy.
Just very instigator.
You and Felisha.
It's like, are you an instigator, Felisha?
Dude, she walking like already? Oh my gosh.
Bro, I haven't got lit with
I'm gonna be
Felisha in a
honest.
minute.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I didn't drink when we went to the club. Because this
There it
one
is,
was too
round
drunk.
2. There you go. A little tequila with some lint. There it is. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
The B2B.
B2B.
I love it.
Anyway, where were we at?
Destiny having
Yeah.
your own show. Is that something that you've thought about?
Yeah, it's something I
Duh.
thought about a little bit.
Duh.
We need that. with
Yeah,
the
I know.
album.
It's going to come. I definitely think that I got to throw one in LA and then I got to throw one back home. I don't know where I'd throw it. Maybe like Ace of Spades or some shit.
Yeah.
Sacramento. Yeah.
Because that's like the closest like venue.
No, you never asked me that question. Now I'm thinking about it because I've been to a show that was just you. I think. Yeah, and Audrey Mika opened.
No, it was vice versa. Or it was,
You opened for.
I
Audrey
opened for
Mika?
Audrey.
Oh.
You were very drunk that night as well.
I was.
So
very
you
drunk
probably
that
don't
night.
remember. No, yeah. Yeah. I opened for Audrey Mika. I think that was the last show I had
You've
in LA.
never been. I feel like you definitely told me like, oh, I'm having a show, but maybe like I don't know. I feel like it's happened.
That's just what I say in general. If I'm performing somewhere with people, I still say it's mine.
Yeah, because I'd be going for just for you.
Man,
Unless you do Kiana Lede, then I'll be going for Kiana Lede.
Okay, bitch. Well, I'll let her know. I'll let her know if she needs an opener.
this one.
Let me open.
Nah, I'm super excited for you,
Thank you.
and just how far that you've come. I'm actually very impressed by your start in this.
Oh, thank
Because
you.
like I said, like that's something that I wasn't aware of. But that grind to get out there every weekend and go play shows, or just on the street
Yeah.
like that is very inspiring.
Thank
And just stay on it. Keep that same work ethic. You know what I mean? Keep your foot on the gas with it. And I think that after this album comes out, this album has the songs that you played me in the studio, right? Like some of those.
I think those are.
I know the Kaylin For Real song was one that you played me, the Westlake
Mhm.
banger.
But that one didn't even have
I
Kaylin.
pl- I had Kaylin. I had my old verse on it.
Yeah. Still a
Oh,
banger
I
though.
missed that one.
Maybe after this, I can play you some.
Yeah, come on. We got to set up. Let's get down.
Yeah.
But is there anything else that you guys want to add in here? I think that we covered a lot of ground, and I'm excited for
Well,
our.
me and
we
Felicia
got
can
we got
just
a
tell.
round two.
Yeah, me and Felicia got stories for days,
Yeah.
but
That could be part 2.
that could be part 2. But also part 2, the next time I come back on here, I'm gonna have a lot more to talk about. So
Nah. We appreciate you pulling up. Like
absolutely.
like I said, this podcast is almost a thing because Felicia wanted you on here so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like,
Even when we weren't having guests, I was like, we need Destiny on, and then that's
No,
when-
yeah, like, and that's kind of like why I've been kind of like standoffish with coming on, just because it's like, fuck, like, what am I gonna talk about? Like, I
Yeah.
have nothing to
Yeah.
promote. I have like really nothing to like say because I've been on kind of this like hiatus right now.
yeah.
I don't have anything to talk about, but it's like Felicia was like, bro, like we'll have you back on like a million times if needed.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, well today I was like, let's just talk about the groundwork. We'll
Come
talk
on.
about
How
our
we met.
friendship,
Yeah.
shit like that.
No, I think there's
Next
a lot
time
of
we
people
come
out
on,
there.
next
Yeah.
time we come on, it's gonna be a different. It's gonna be a different story.
We're gonna get real radio with it, and I'm gonna be
Please,
like,
please be because
Yeah.
I'm gonna need as much help and support.
nah, for sure. We got you.
Thank
And
you.
maybe before we end it, my mom's name is Debbie. She's a big fan.
Debbie.
Like if you want to shout her out.
Debbie, I have heard a lot about you. Okay, Felicia talks about you. Miles talks about you, and I heard you are a very lit gal. I'd love to meet you one day, and thank you for all the
the
support.
most mom.
I love it.
We love
I
you,
love
Debbie.
it.
What emoji do you want to do? Or Destiny, do you want to pick an emoji?
What's your favorite?
Normally,
emoji?
what we do
I
is like,
love this emoji.
which one is it? If you could describe it.
It's like
Oh, yeah. I definitely feel that. But if we're talking about the podcast listeners, how do we explain that? It's like a crazy smiley face where like the eyes are like
the eyes are
crazy.
like in a fucking like figure 8 or some shit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
literally this. I'll show you.
It won't. I know what you're talking about. It's like almost like a little like it's
spiral eyes,
yeah.
and squiggly smile.
Mm-hmm. Drop that.
Yeah.
If you guys made it all the way to the end, drop that crazy smiley face. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Destiny. Appreciate you coming through.
Of course. Thank you guys
Very
for having
excited.
me. I had fun.
Absolutely. We're excited to just continue to watch you grow into an amazing artist that you are. And yeah,
We'll be front row.
Let's take some more shots.
Wait, you watched the show when we did the video for Westlake?
Oh,
it
the live
had that
performance.
energy. It
You're in
definitely had that
there.
energy.
You're in there.
I'm
And you were
talking
front
about-
row. You could just
see
see
your head.
Miles headbanging.
Oh yeah,
Front row. And
that
he's
was
like
my
the only
video.
one up there.
Nah, I'm saying like that definitely had a little taste of it, but like I'm
We're
saying
ready
is
for the
like I'm
whole
ready
thing.
for like what does the intro look like when she comes out? Like what's the fit like the band? I'm ready for all
The
that.
lights, all that.
Everything.
Yeah.
Visuals, everything.
Well, we're ready.
9 to 5 podcast. We love you guys. Have
Love
a great
you.
weekend.
Bye.